Yo, welcome to Player's Choice. Right from the beginning, we have word on the streets that Kevin Durant is returning tomorrow. What does this mean for the Western Conference and the NBA as a whole? Chilltown or Marz?
Who do they play tomorrow?
They play
Charlotte.
Yeah, okay. So he comes back 30 points easy. Okay.
No LaMelo Ball, by the way. LaMelo's out for the season. No LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, fractured his foot. That's tough. But yeah, coming back, he'll probably be on a minutes restriction. But I think I can't wait to see how it works. I want to see the dynamic. I just want to. I said once the trade happened, I think they're going to the finals. I think they're coming out the West. But I want to see how quickly it can mesh because KD is one of those players you can kind of plug and play him. I want to see if it will be the same here because I think Devin Booker with the number one scoring responsibility, him becoming a number two, I think that just benefits the team immensely in my opinion.
Well, if you look at the Phoenix Suns, how they constructed, what they gave up to get Kevin Durant, I think that's kind of detrimental because all I see is buckets. And not only all I see is buckets, I see a Chris Paul who's past what he used to be. So who is the guy in the huddle telling Kevin Durant, telling Book, can you score the rest of the points? I'll deal with 24. Who is that guy? Is it Torrey Craig? Am I really dependent on Torrey Craig? Who's the other offensive option off the bench outside of Cam Johnson? The reason why they had such a difficult time last year in the playoffs against New Orleans in the first round is because Cameron Payne didn't play the way he should have as a backup, which meant that Chris Paul had to play more. Because Chris Paul had to play more, that meant more miles on him, and that got him tired. So I'm not loving this. I'm not saying that it's bad. I just need to see it work. I'm not on the hook yet.
But you think the defense is the biggest concern?
I do think the defense is the biggest concern because at the end of the day, the Los Angeles Clippers proved this a couple of nights ago. You can score as many points as you want. At some point, you got to stop people. Which would be why DeAndre Ayton might be the difference in this. Because if he decided that I'm going to be the rim runner, rim protector, and rebounder that this team needs, now I think we're having a different conversation. But I'm not sure that he's going to be that.
So you don't think guys like possibly TJ Warren, obviously, Chris Paul plays defense.
Yeah.
Warren. Oh my God.
And then you got
these names.
Did you just say Chris Paul?
Chris Paul plays, does he not play defense?
No anymore.
Not like he
You
don't.
got Josh Okogie.
Torrey Craig and probably Josh
Torrey
Okogie.
Craig. That's I didn't mean to say TJ Warren. I meant to say Torrey Craig. You don't think those guys help balance out the defense?
I'm not sure if those guys help balance out the defense. I mean, Mikal Bridges, we're talking about a possible defensive player of the year. So when you get a guy like Torrey Craig that has to make up for what Mikal Bridges brings as a versatile defender, as a rebounder, as a perimeter defender. And on top of all of that, he was buckets too. I think he was like 17 a game, 16 a game before he got traded. So now we're going to move on from him to Torrey Craig, who's essentially a rotation guy. Now I can appreciate adding Kevin Durant and those buckets to the lineup, but I've said this in the past to you guys. There's a reason why the Lakers won the NBA championship. As good as Magic was, as good as Jabal was, as good as James Worthy was, we ain't winning without AC Green. The Miami Heat are not winning without Udonis Haslem. The Bulls aren't winning without Ho Grant. We need those guys, and I'm not sure about those guys on that Phoenix Suns team right now. I was sure about Mikal Bridges. If he was on that team, I don't think we would be having this conversation.
Man, we ain't listen. The Suns ain't gotta worry about no defense. There's nothing but buckets out there. What we talking about, bro? But if we're gonna be honest though, I think what KD brings defensively gets completely undervalued. For the last two seasons, especially in the postseason, people tend to forget that the defense actually didn't play that well with Bruce Brown leading the mix and Kevin Durant being that help side defender in which he is. So I don't trust the defense to just fall off a cliff. I think Kevin Durant, he does what he does offensively, but he does provide a good level defensively as well. And as long as the Phoenix Suns is probably like around top 15, top 10 range defense, I think that's serviceable for them. And having Devin Booker and KD playing off each other and Chris Paul controlling the mix, I think that's just too much firepower for anybody in the West. But I think the defense is getting the defensive fall off is getting a little bit overrated because of how good Mikal Bridges is. And it's a good question mark to have. But I mean, we just can't forget what the Nets showed us for the past two seasons now. I mean, they were able to have a good defense in the postseason with KD as their best guy. I mean, it is what it is.
And how'd that go?
They lost because KD didn't provide buckets like he was supposed to. Then
He
they
was
lost.
averaging 38. He was averaging. Go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all.
You talking about 2021? You talking about 2021?
Devin Booker and KD's last 2 playoff outings though. So it's not like we can just sit here and say like every time in the playoffs we know that they're going to carry their team past it, because Devin Booker against Dallas, he couldn't get it done. You've seen KD just get swept. So I'm not just sold on these two as the power couple in the NBA.
I'm sorry, Big Ox, if I'm laughing, but like the way you just said that just sounds so wild as hell. What happened to KD last year?
So I'm saying swept first round.
God damn.
Pack him up, get him out of here.
But y'all do realize though that wasn't because of the defense though. They were in a tight game damn near the whole time.
Yeah, they were tight. It was a tight game, but a sweep is a sweep. I don't care if you almost won 4 times. You lost.
No. So this is what we're doing. Like we're not talking about them as players. We're not talking about them as players. We're just acknowledging of what was the reason why they lost, and then we can assess in a way on how this Kevin Durant Phoenix Suns thing is going to work out. And I don't see that drop off in defense happening. You don't have to give an excuse on why they lost last season. It's fine. We're just acknowledging that it was because KD didn't show up because of his buckets, but the defense was there.
Are you who's the Suns' biggest foes?
Nobody in the West.
The Clippers, the Nuggets. Those are the. I mean, the Clippers and the Nuggets are the obvious ones.
The thing I'm trying to make sense of, Dub, is your logic about them, the defense not being that big of a drop off. Okay, you adding 27 a game to the Phoenix Suns. I can get with that logic, but you're also adding a guy in Kevin Durant who hasn't played in 2 months. This thing is not just going to, and the playoffs are 6 weeks away. So we basically got 6 weeks to get it together in order to get into the playoffs. And we got 6 weeks to get it together defensively, in addition to Kevin Durant getting acclimated to our offense. It's not just going to be, we're going to plug this guy in, he's buckets, and this thing is going to roll. Well, Devin Booker has to get adjusted to playing with Kevin Durant. DeAndre Ayton's got to get adjusted to playing with Kevin Durant. Don't get me wrong. I can appreciate Kevin Durant being probably the best plug-in player in the league because his game travels, no question about that. However, the other guys on that unit, their play could be affected by this because Kevin Durant requires what he requires. So Book is going to look different. DeAndre Ayton is going to look different. Chris Paul is going to look different. So I'm not ready to just go, yo, we got another gun. Phoenix is the team to beat. Not yet.
I hear what you say.
I think all of those guys can really I think their camaraderie and their fit is pretty easy. You don't think so?
It's not that it's not easy. It's just going to be an adjustment period. If we had this trade in December, okay, we got a lot more time to get it together. Yo, the playoffs start in 6 weeks. KD got 20 games where he hasn't played. KD got 21 games before the playoffs start. He hasn't played in 2 months. So I haven't gotten in an NBA game. I haven't gotten up and down. Yeah, sure, I've gotten in one-on-one competition in practice, but to actually get in games, especially games now where guys are fighting for playoff position. So he's basically coming into school and finals are coming up. And I basically missed most of the school year. And we expect him to ace the final. Well, that's a tall task.
Hey, some people are just like that. I didn't study for a lot of tests either, but I was getting a lot of A's. You feel me? But I would go to, because I think you don't even doubt how easy Kevin Durant is to play with. So I just think that Kevin Durant being on Phoenix Suns team, taking off a lot of the load on which he had on Brooklyn Nets, I think it's just gonna be an easy fix for them to have. That's just my own opinion, but I mean, I don't blame you for feeling the way you do.
What makes y'all think that Devin Booker wants to play second fiddle to Kevin Durant?
That's the thing I'm trying to make sense of, Ox.
I mean, y'all know Devin Booker looks at himself as a superstar. He thinks he's the second coming to Kobe Bryant. So what makes y'all think he's just gonna be like, okay, come on, KD? He's not the same guy.
They want to win.
Kobe's played second fiddle.
Yo,
how'd that go, Marz?
It worked.
Well, it worked, but it was like pulling teeth, wasn't it?
It worked.
I mean, that's
they won 3 straight. They won 3 straight.
That's irrelevant though. He's not Kobe Bryant, so it's not like that.
Well, if he views himself as Kobe Bryant and he saw Kobe Bryant play second fiddle, he better not have the ego to think he's too good.
And KD doesn't have an ego, so even if that is the case, KD wouldn't mind just.
Why doesn't KD have an ego? KD have an ego?
He doesn't have an ego like that to jeopardize somebody's play.
I'm not so much talking about Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant's going to get his shots. I don't care ego or not. Kevin Durant's getting the ball up. So what makes you think Devin Booker and especially DeAndre Ayton? I'm focused on Devin Booker right now. What makes you think Devin Booker wants to give up 6-7 of his shots? He thinks he's the man, rightfully so. He's been holding it down for a while. I mean, he hasn't.
He'll be fine with that. He'll be
How
fine.
can you just so confidently just say, oh, he's fine with that? Like,
because they do want to win a title, and then playing with Kevin Durant, a guy who's not really selfish like that, who's still going to allow Devin Booker to be Devin Booker. He doesn't jeopardize anybody's play style. Pretty sure they'll get along fine in terms of spreading apart the buckets, bro. It's KD.
I think if anyone's shots go down, it's Chris Paul. Like, I don't know how many he takes, but I think he's going to take substantially less than he even does now. He won't need to score. But my biggest I guess question is, I think Dub is correct in saying KD's defense gets overlooked. But the reason
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the hesitation.
You guys finally agree today? In case you guys don't know, it's some bad blood up here on the panel.
There's no bad blood. There's someone who's
between
salty.
two guys that are supposed to be on the same team. I
need ticket for witness or something.
There's someone who's salty, but the hesitation I have is the defensive roles that is being lost. Mikal Bridges was their point of attack wing defender. Kevin Durant, he's never been that. He's someone who comes over help sides and he'll rotate over and help block shots and try to protect the rim. He's not someone you're going to put on a wing player to try and slow them down. That's what they've lost in Mikal Bridges. Torrey Craig is now their next best option. They have to do that with Josh Okogie. That's a huge downgrade. Even though Kevin Durant brings some solid defensive value, he's not directly replacing the value that Mikal Bridges in what they had there. That's why I think their defense is going to suffer from it, because help defense is useful, but help defense is made a lot easier when you have someone on the point of attack who can slow someone down, make it harder for people to get to the rim and make it easier for the help side defender to come over. If they don't have that, Kevin Durant's job becomes a lot harder, and that's why his impact might be lower than it was on the Brooklyn Nets. That's the only hesitation I have with their defense, in my opinion.
Where has the defense ranked in the last few games that Mikal's been away? Like, where has their defense been? I don't think they've been letting up a lot of points. I do know
last
that. I don't know
few games. Let me see.
Phoenix.
I'll try and find that. I don't know if I can find the last couple games.
While he's looking that up, to put the hold on right quick, Chill. I just want to say, to put the shot attempts into perspective, you got Devin Booker averaging 20 shots a game, DeAndre Ayton at 13, Mikal Bridges, he was at 13 too, so that's 13 that I assume will go to KD plus more. Cam Johnson, which he's gone as well, he averaged 10 shots, so that's 23 shots that's on the board right now. And then Chris Paul averages 11, Cameron Payne 10, and then you got everybody else.
Well, the good thing about KD is not a volume scorer. KD does not need a bunch of shots in order to score. So that's the plus side about KD. The flip side, though, is the word I'm not really feeling that Dub used was underrated. I'd like to think more inconsistent. When I think about an underrated defender, I think that there are guys who are better, but we don't really value this guy as much. KD, on the other hand, I think he's inconsistent as a defender. He'll show you his ability to defend, and then you won't see it for a long time. So I don't think he's underrated more than I think he's inconsistent, which would explain why he hasn't been that defensive prowess that he should have been.
Oh, I feel you on that. I told Marz time and time again, we used to have arguments about that all the time. I said the thing with KD is he's just not going to do it all the time, mainly because similar to what LeBron does, he's pacing himself. He's not really trying to put too much energy out there to get himself hurt. So he doesn't really do that on as consistent as everybody else, but he still has those capabilities. So I understand that point. Marz, do you know what that defense is ranked? Is it top 10? Because somebody said top 10.
Yeah, it seems like it is top 10. And let me just make sure I'm
top 10 over the last couple games or in the season?
Last couple games. They traded Mikal Bridges 6. They've played 6 games since he's left, and in that time, they are. Bear with me. They're the 9th ranked defense.
So they're top 10 defense.
In the last 6 games, yeah, they're the 9th ranked defense.
Thank you, stats guy. So having KD there, I don't see them dropping off that dramatically. I think they'll still be a top 10 defense, especially during the postseason. So you got a top 10 defense with KD, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and them boys. I think that offense would take them all the way.
How many games did you just look up?
6.
6. Okay.
I'm just doing what I was asked.
I'm just saying, Marz, that's ridiculous for us to go off for 6 games. What their defense is going to be through the stretch, also in the playoffs. That's not an accurate assessment.
And to Big Ox's point that he mentioned about Devin Booker, I mean, Devin Booker isn't on the other side of Devin Booker. Devin Booker is in the middle of being Devin Booker. So I took a team to the NBA Finals. Sure, KD is the better player, and his team won the NBA championship with him being the best player on the crew. With that also being said, this is a different situation. I mean, we were doing it when I was the man. I think that, Coach Williams, I think Monty Williams got out coached last year, and I think that was a detriment. But I don't think this thing is going to be as smooth sailing as people might think. I think there's an adjustment period and some growing pains that are going to be there, and I think that it's a little bit. I don't think there's enough time to figure that out. I'm not sure there's enough time to figure that out.
Paging Ticket to call out any cap that you've heard so far, and also let us not all forget that this core has been to the championship. Their three best players. Well, they're
core. You had it right. You had it right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm cool, Ron. I mean, I just seen the comments. These people amaze me, man. Y'all hate me so much, but keep my name in your beefcake suckers.
They need you. They need you. Ticket. Why can't you? They need you, my man. You necessary.
I see somebody in the comment section like, yeah, man. Yeah, Ticket, how you feel now? LeBron, he was really hurt. Asshole light. He hurt the other foot, you dummy. He hurt the other foot, you dummy. Not the same foot he was faking that he was hurting. He hurt the other foot, you idiot. You guys got to go. Y'all easy to beat, man. Come on, bro. Cut this shit out, man. Hey, Ron, what's up, man? What you got for me, dog?
Man, not much. I just want to know what your man KD going to do.
I don't know. I know Dame Dollar called him out on their bullshit. I know Giannis called him out on their, well, yeah, it was a joke. Everybody took it too serious. They mad at Giannis for some reason. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, look, man, KD's a great player who, unless he has a deck stacked in his favor, ain't going to get it done. And I mean, this is just a situation where, once again, he's in a great situation. And if he doesn't get it done, to me, this says a lot about KD, because this will be 5 or 6 super teams now. I mean, if you add them all up, him, Ben Simmons, that it wasn't our fault Ben Simmons fell off. We all thought Ben Simmons was going to work because they was the ones screaming it all. Ben Simmons played in game 5 in the playoffs. We'll be all right. Nah, he would have been trash the same way he was in Philly. And you guys would have been looking like a bunch of idiots. Then you come to this year with Ben Simmons and you really see what he was all about. Absolute garbage. Dude ain't even worth a first-round pick now. Sad. So, yeah, that super team fell apart. The super team with James Harden, titties over titles fell apart. That fell apart. The super team that they had, that he had before he went over there with the Golden State Warriors, he got hurt. He should have just stayed over there if he was going to do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to chip without him. And then, like I said, man, it's just bad. Now you with the Phoenix Suns. If you don't get it done now on this team, I don't know what is KD's legacy for real. He's just a dude that just, like Dame said, you jumping from team to team, trying to, chase rings, and it don't look good, man. It don't look good from a historical perspective of all-time great player, man. And that's why I told you guys weeks ago, I respect Dame Dollar, man. I thought Dame, when I told you guys weeks ago, I said Dame was rated over LeBron this season. Everybody saw it, I was crazy. Now what they saying now? Tell me how it tastes right now. Because Dollar,
like that logic, dog.
Dollar is killing. Go look at Dollar's last 15 games. Stupid. It's unbelievable.
They're out of the playoffs, though. They're out of the playoffs.
But they're in front of the Lakers, which means he's ahead of LeBron. I mean, that's all I said. They asked me why do I have him ranked ahead of LeBron. This is the truth.
Because the Blazers were in front of the Lakers by 1 spot.
Hold on, time out. Who has the better roster? Who has the better equipment of players? You're not gonna say Dame Dollar does. You don't see the media every day saying, "Hey, Dame needs wing defenders. Dame needs postman who can score. Dame needs this. Dame needs that." No, they only do that for one dude. But the dude they chose, Jay Reed from Akron, Ohio. That's the only dude they do that for.
Considering that a lot of the guys been in and out of the lineup, man, I just can't get with that. That's more.
What you mean you can't get? Hold on one second, bro. What you mean you can't get with that, dog? What do you mean?
You talking about the Portland Trailblazers being a better team than the Lakers?
No, I'm saying no. Here's what I'm saying to you. Hold on. It's a difference between truth and lies. The truth is that Dame Dollar didn't have to trade his entire team halfway through the season just to go on a 4 or 5 game winning streak. That's true.
No, that's fine.
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm saying this. This is what I'm saying. Dame Dollar on a team with less talent has a better record than LeBron James on the Lakers that had 3 Hall of Famers for a majority of this season. Now, if that ain't a shame, I don't know what is. And even if AD was hurt half the time, Russ still played. You still got 2 top 75 players all time on the team, bro. Who else is that?
Wait. Who's better, Russell Westbrook or Anthony Simons?
You're not hearing me. Hold on, bro. We're not going to talk about a young player that's in his second year of actually playing breakout basketball versus a Hall of Famer who just went to the strippers, in his first game, put up 17, 14 assists and and then in the most recent game in 25 minutes put up 17, 4 steals, 6 rebounds, 5
not gonna hold you.
No. What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna lie and make excuses because a Hall of Famer didn't work with another when Dame hasn't had that type of talent on his squad. That's what we're not gonna do. The bottom line is I don't care if it's by an inch or by a mile. He's better right now than LeBron James is. In the NBA,
so listen. You said a lot of stuff. Number one, the Portland Trailblazers team have been better throughout the season than the Lakers. The main reason for that is injuries. AD has been in and out of the lineup. Anthony Simons, I don't care.
Dame been hurt. So you don't care. Dame been hurt. Dame been hurt.
Okay, so then they've been winning games without Dame.
No, they don't. That's the lie. They have a losing record without Dame Dollar. They have a winning record with Dame Dollar. Stop it, John B. Stop it, John B. Stop playing. It's game time. It's game time.
Give me one moment, Ticket.
It's game time.
Then you're gonna sit here and talk about Anthony Simons compared to Russell Westbrook. I don't care who Russell Westbrook is. At the end of the day, for the past 2 seasons, you can make an argument that Anthony Simons has been a better player than him.
So you think he'll be a better player if he's playing with LeBron James?
Let me finish.
Do you think Anthony Simons will be a better player if he's playing with LeBron James right now?
On top of that, Ticket, I'm gonna just keep talking. Just ignore everything you're saying.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm asking a question. Do you think? I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think Dame Dollar?
The Trailblazers had all of their guys healthy for majority of the season. Anthony Simons is a better player than Russell Westbrook.
That's a lie. They have all the players healthy. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Nurkic has been playing majority of the season as well. AD has missed time. The team you talked about, Juan Toscano, not that great. Lonnie Walker is not that great. Thomas Bryant, that everyone tried to gas up.
Okay, so let me knock this down for you. Let me knock this down for you. Let me knock this down, John B.
Obviously, the supporting cast with the Lakers.
John B. Lonnie Walker was having a career season. Lonnie Walker was having a career season before he got hurt. He was averaging a career high, having a career season. True or false?
But he got hurt, correct?
Good question. True or false?
True, but he got hurt, right?
Time out. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Austin Reeves having a career season. True or false?
Yes, he got hurt too.
Oh, set your ass up. Hold on. I'm gonna keep frying your ass. You're not hearing. Hold on. Time out. I'm gonna say this to you, right? Nigga, y'all keep saying y'all got the king. So if you got the king, what's the problem, nigga? You got the king. You got the gold.
Nobody said that.
Okay, then respect that. Hold on. All I'm saying is,
somebody else to a different standard.
With everything you said, no, I'm not. I'm holding. Time out. No, I'm not. Hold on, John B. I'm not holding him to a different standard. You know why I'm not doing that? Because of the simple fact. Hold on. Because of the simple fact is that he has been able to be judged by another standard. Because he has been able to play with teams that guys like Dollar and these other guys have not been fortunate enough to play with that type of talent. So just because he effed the talent up and couldn't play with it doesn't mean we give him a pass because those dudes didn't mix it with him. Because those dudes that don't mix with him do like Jordan Clarkson. They go elsewhere and become 6 men of the year. They go elsewhere and become starters. They go elsewhere and make $100 million. It's not my fault Montrezl Harrell was a 6 man of the year, got with LeBron James, and you can't find him no more. Even his old coach, Doc Rivers, don't want to play him no more. It ain't my fault that Wes Matthews was delegated to the bench with LeBron Ramon James. But as soon as he got away from LeBron James and went back to the Milwaukee Bucks last year, he was a starter again in the lineup, going to the second round in the playoffs. It's not my fault, sir, that Reggie Bullock, who played with LeBron James, got sent off the team in less than 2 months. But then Reggie Bullock went to the Dallas Mavs and was a starter on a team that went to the Western Conference Finals. Stop playing with me. Wow, I'll cook that beard off your ass, nigga. Play with me, nigga.
Take it. At the end of the day, you've been shifting this goalpost the whole entire time. At the end of the day, the Portland Trailblazers have been what? Have been a better team throughout the whole season than the Lakers. Mainly because of injury, and then their talent being better than some of the talent on the roster. That's not my opinion, Ticket. That's just a cold.
That's a lie. So you really hold on. You're gonna see here. Hold on.
You're bringing up other points.
Hold on. Dub, I'm gonna ask you one question. I want hold on, Dub. I want to ask you one question. Listen. Dub. I just want to ask you one. Dub. I just want to ask you a question. Dub. No. Dub. I just want to ask you.
Hold on. What do you guys?
I just want to ask you one question. Hold on. I want to ask Dub one question. Hey, I want to ask. Hey, I want to. Hey, Ron.
At the end of the day,
I taught him well. I taught him well, Ron, because he was real shy when I first came around. Now he got a lot of bass in his voice. Him and Marz. I raised you well, boy. I birthed you. I birthed you niggas, huh? I birthed you. I put the bib on you. I put the bottle in your mouth, all that. Now y'all sitting around here poking out your chest. You wasn't poking out your chest like that when I first came around, boy. You had that bird stuck in the cage. You had that bird stuck in the cage. Now you running around here. You poking out your chest, looking all strong, thinking you're Lex Luger. I see you, dog. It's all cool. It ain't no problem, dog. Hey, Dub, I rocks with you. But, Dub, you're not going to tell nobody in this comment section, bro, that you legitimately think that Dame Dollar has a better team than what LeBron James has had. You can't tell me that. Hold on. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to let you have it. If LeBron James, hold on. And to McDub in the comment section, I didn't say nothing the first 15 minutes of the show. That shit, I ain't even gonna say it. I'm gonna respect the show. Shut the hell up. I'm just gonna say that, right? I didn't say anything for the first 15 minutes of the show. All these dudes is talking, right? Now when I come to cook, you got a problem, right? Sit down, shut up, and enjoy the superstars of the show. Now, let me say this, right? Now, Doug.
I love you.
You gonna tell me right now, if LeBron James had Dame, and you can ask Bob this, he know this. If he had Dame Dollar's roster, the whole NBA would throw up. All over the media, they say these dudes is trash. These dudes can't play. These dudes is no good. How many dudes have we seen that they put with this dude, right? That it haven't worked out, but only he has the benefit of trading half of his team during the season. He's done this multiple seasons because those guys couldn't fit around him. Mainly those guys, the guys he picked and helped put on the team. So don't come to me with this foolishness, dog. Dame Dollar is with a team. Dame Dollar is with a team, and I'm gonna say this again. He's with a team, dog. That if LeBron James had those same teammates, all of his fans will claim that all them dudes is garbage. You know it, and I know it. And I'm gonna leave you one last thing. I'm gonna let y'all cook, bro. If Dollar had the rosters that Steph Curry had, Dollar would have at least 3
I
rings.
agree there. I agree there. That's one.
And you can put that in your pipe and smoke it any kind of way you want to. But the truth is, if LeBron James had the same roster as the Portland Trailblazers, ESPN, Fox 1, all these dudes would call them dudes garbage. They would say they're trash, and they would say they had to reshape the roster. The only reason they amp up that roster is because they don't want LeBron James to look bad in any type of argument. So cut it out, dog.
Ron, I would just say this one point, and then
go ahead. And then I got a question for everybody up there.
If LeBron was on Portland, they wouldn't be out the play-in. That's all I'll say.
Does anybody?
You want something, dog? You want something, bro? Man, missed the playoffs. The man missed the playoffs the last 2 years. You want something, bro?
Hey,
no,
you on something, bro?
He missed the playoffs.
You on something, dog?
He missed the playoffs last year. He did.
He missed the playoffs last year. He missed it. Look. He's not even in the playoffs. He's not even in the play-in right now.
Ticket.
Right now, y'all act like he's just gonna leapfrog people. No. You come on. You want to move on. You want to move on because your ass was getting filet mignon. That's why you want to move on.
Oh,
but the facts is, The facts is, whether you like it or not, Dame Dollar is a little bit better than what they was this year. The Lakers. That's true. I don't care how you flip it. Dame been hurt games and they had a losing record when he was hurt. This man been dropping 60, 70 with 10 assists, with 6'5", 6'7" rebounds. You can't take it away from him, bro. You can't. What other superstar has he had? What other Hall of Famer has he had on his team? You give other people them type of talent, bro. You watch the Clippers game tonight. Let's see what Russ does tonight. He been balling for the Clippers. He don't got the bad look because they lost the first 2 games. But this dude went to the Clippers and he instantly fit better. You know why? Because on that team with him and LeBron, we all know when you got a guy who dominates the ball like that, it's hard for another guy who's ball dominant to play with him, especially when you got a guy like AD in his prime that needs the ball too. But dudes like you supposed to know this, Dub. You supposed to understand that. So you downplaying the talent that LeBron James had? No, it was just a bad choice, a bad fit. Period, bro. But Russ, as far as him being on that team, let's not do it, bro. Let's not do it.
If LeBron was on Portland, they would have a better record.
Man, you want something, bro.
Yo, so I just want to ask, because obviously we're going to talk about Dame. We have to talk about Dame.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're already talking about Bron, I just want to know, obviously he did just hurt his foot. He's out for a few weeks. I want to know, what does this mean for the Lakers? Is it over?
Dunzo.
Stick a fork in their season?
I wouldn't be surprised if AD jump up, do a windmill 380 and land on his ankle and start crying like he always do. It's over.
Ron, this shit been done. It been over, bro. We stamped this damn near probably a month and a half ago. We stamped it. It's a wrap. But I mean, now what they gonna do without Bron? Like, it's done.
The first problem that we having is that your best player is 38 years old. That's the first problem that we having, especially considering that you're trying to go deep into the playoffs. Your best player is almost 40 years old. That's number one. Number two, now that they have revamped the roster where they got more shooting that they didn't have in the past. Now they got more shooting. All right, great. Now they got a D&3 guy in Vanderbilt. All right, that's great. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, James is healthy. At the end of the day, this roster is not built to win an NBA championship. We're going to go as far as Anthony Davis's health takes us. And there's nobody in this panel or anybody that I know that believes that Anthony Davis can hold up physically. I'm not talking about his game. I'm just talking about Anthony Davis physically. He can hold up and throw this team on his back and take them far in the playoffs.
Not only. Go ahead, my bad.
I'm sorry, Big Ox. Which was the plan originally, which would explain why they won the NBA championship in 1920, because James played off of him. With James playing off of him, that was his lowest scoring average, I believe, since his rook season, when he averaged 25 a game, and Anthony Davis averaged 26 a game. James averaged 10 assists. He was playing off of him. Problem was, Anthony Davis broke down the next year, and he didn't want to play the 5, and his game suffered because of that. James goes back to the dominant space, and now that puts more miles on him. The process of that putting more miles on him, he starts breaking down even faster than what he was already breaking down. We can't leave out the fact that James is old. The fact that he plays at a high level, we just expect him to continuously do that, when in reality, he's not going to hold up for much longer, simply because of what has happened over the last 3 years. He's not going to hold up. And when I look at this Laker team and I look at what they have, I think they're half a game out the play-in game, a half a game. Can they do it? I'm not sure if they can do it. But with James, I think they're relying way too much on him. Way too much.
Is that they're delusional. The whole NBA is delusional. Lakers fans are delusional. Half of California is delusional. They think just because they got a Lakers jersey on and LeBron James is on the roster that it's just gonna happen. They talking about Ron, what they said with that. They want to play us in the play.
I'm about to get to that, Big Ox. How you feel about the Lakers talking about excluding everybody in the West and soloing in, just honing in on you guys and saying we want the Sacramento Kings? How does that
Sacramento Kings smoke them dudes? They don't beat them, they smoke them dudes.
That's an easy cop out, but that's just what they do. LeBron, he's a master politician. They just lining stuff up to make it seem like, oh, we did this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? We was just playing around. But either way, they need to worry about getting their punk ass in the playoffs before they even talk about playing us.
Hey, but hold on, keep it real though, y'all. Keep it real. Why we going deep? Let's go a little bit deeper. The truth is, y'all keep saying this roster ain't this, is roster ain't that, bro. Without LeBron James, these type of players should be able to make the playoff. These type of players, Beasley, D'Lo, Vanderbilt. They make the playoffs with the T-Wolves. So it should be no excuse.
So you're blaming Bron for the reason why they're not in the playoffs?
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. I'm hearing people saying this roster ain't good enough. I'm like, hold on. D'Lo's been an all-star. Vanderbilt's showing y'all what he is. Also, Malik Beasley, his biggest problem was he couldn't stay away from Larsa.
Oh, my God.
We got to keep it 100. We got to keep it 100, bro. Then you add on AD. And then you add on the other pieces that they got, Austin Reeves. These guys got, like I said before, man, it should be because if you put KD on a team like that, we ain't talking about them being a playing team.
I want to clarify for everybody that Damon's 24 and 24 when he's on the court, and then without him, they're 5 and 7.
So 2 games under 500.
Record without him, and
two games out of 500.
And 500,
cool.
500 when he on the
hold on. They still got a losing record without him. Now, hold on. Do one thing for me, Doug. Pull up the Lakers record with LeBron James and shit.
With LeBron?
Do that for me. Pull up the Lakers record with LeBron, Ramon James.
Give me some time. Give me some time.
You're gonna get 15 seconds like on Jeopardy.
It didn't take me 50 seconds to look at this record. Give me 1 second.
Pull it up, sucker.
Yo, while Dub's doing that, I'm gonna read off a couple super chats.
No, Ron, don't change that. Ron, do not let this boy off the hook.
We're not letting Dub off the
Do
hook.
not let him off the hook. Pull up LeBron
They're
James record with the
24 and
Lakers.
23. They're 24 and 23. They're 24 and 23.
With LeBron James?
Yes.
Are you sure?
He's
So that game over 500.
According to Basketball Reference. LeBron's played 47 games. They've won 24 and they've lost 23.
Okay, so so then they're right there with each other, basically.
Okay.
They're also
So
right there in the
But
standings.
hold on. But Dollar has a better record. And Dollar beat them head to head. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
They have a better record than not even a full game.
No. But Dollar, hold on. But if we was to talk about if they was tied, Dollar would go to the playoffs because he smoked them niggas head to head twice.
Okay.
Right? No, he won the season series. Right or wrong?
No,
Am I lying, Bob?
I just remembered how Ticket ranks his players.
No. I'm saying, hold on. If
No,
we
you
come
got it.
to
You
damn
got
near-
it.
hold on.
No,
If
you
we're
got
coming
it. You
to-
got it.
No. If we're coming to damn near a tie, what's the tiebreaker, Chill? That the season series, right?
Season series, that's correct.
Dollar hit him up two times, right or wrong?
That's correct.
Wait, Marz, what's the Lakers' record without LeBron?
I don't know. I'm just reading Basketball Reference.
You said they're 25 and 24?
No,
24 and 23.
24 and 23 is what it says they are.
Game over
I don't trust Marz stat. Let me pull
So
this
they're
up.
29 and 32 right now. That means they only won.
They've won 5 and lost 8, right?
So around the same thing.
Yeah,
5
around
and
the
9.
same thing.
5 and 9.
Nah, never mind. Because Ticket, you had Jimmy Butler in your top 5 last season, or like top 10.
Yeah, last season. Going into this season.
Okay, no, I remember how you rank your players. I don't.
Yeah.
agree with you.
No. But I'm saying before the season, based off what he did last season, yeah.
Low
What you
down.
got,
What up,
Bill?
brother?
What's good? You got a milkshake?
That's what he looked
Nah,
like.
it's
He
what you call it.
only brought one. Mother, don't get me to cussing. I'm not gonna get cussing. That's not gonna happen.
Chat!
Low down. What up, brother?
What up, man?
Now hold on. Ask Lo this question. Lo, let me ask you one question, dog. Do you think Dame is playing at a higher level than LeBron this season?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who's the better player? LeBron.
Don't do that, dog. We know LeBron's better, dog. We know LeBron's better, dog. Dog, we're not gonna do that.
You know what's so funny? Hey, you know what's so funny?
It's game time, sucker. It's game time.
Hey, Tat, you know what's so funny? The same guy that he hates his takes all the time, how he's disrespectful to basketball.
No.
Wait. How basketball players would kill him. He just asked for his validation.
I just asked. Hold on, bro. I've always said I respect Lo, which I do.
Facts.
Respect Lo to the utmost. My problem with Lo is that I'm mad with him because I respect his basketball knowledge. Hold on, dog. I respect his basketball knowledge, and he came with that capping ass shit about John Stockton. That's the only reason why I was really mad at Lo is that cap he had about Stockton and that cap he had about Jokic. And let me say this to Lo. Oh, he repping the Bean. I thought it was Fat Albert, but that was Bean and his daughter. So let me say this, right? So Lo, I'm gonna say this to you, Lo. How you feel now about the Greek Freak that the Bucks are the #1 team in the NBA today, baby? And not only that, the Greek Freak is the only one that's top 5 in scoring, top 5 in rebounding, top 5 in defense, and he got the best team in the world right now, baby. Now, like I said before, yeah, look at your stats, Lo. Look at your stats. So all this stuff people talk about Jokic, they usually say, Ron, the MVP goes to the best player on the best team. Right or wrong, Ron?
They do, but by your logic,
No. I'm
about to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
They became the #1 seed in the last like 3 or 4 games. Giannis has barely played. No.
What do you mean he barely played?
He didn't play last
He got
game.
hurt a couple games.
Right, okay, I give you that. Hold on, I give you that. And he was playing. Hold on, and they played the Suns without KD. Keep going.
Okay. The game before that, he only played 6 minutes, and the game before that, he only played 9 minutes, and they still won those games.
Right. So let me ask you this question: what about all the games they won because he led them this season?
Oh no, without a doubt. But your argument early on was how players are missing in action. Giannis is missing in action. They still win ball games.
Right. That's hold on. So hold on. We're establishing that just like Jokic has a great role cast because he got 7 players in double figures over there, right? He got 7. We're saying that Giannis has a great role cast as well. But the only thing is I'm giving you, Lo, is this. Because see, you guys, and this is what I'm so happy that cook that sorry ass JJ Redick on. And I'm talking about the OG legends on came out and Fridays at. Not just one, a whole bunch of them don't cook this sorry ass.
Dominique Wilkins.
Let's please
hold on. Because you got into this too, Lo. These dudes have got to praising one side of the basketball, Chilltown. They don't respect defense no more. So with Marz came in here last week along with Lo, and what did they say? They was like, oh man, but he's active on defense. That don't mean nothing if you can't play D. Nigga, I can move my feet. If I can't stop nobody, what that supposed to mean? So once again,
that wasn't
hold on. Those two will agree. Marz was the top 5 defender in the world. Dub, you know this too. He's a top 5 scorer and a top 5 rebounder. He doing it on both ends. And he got the best team in the league. How he ain't the MVP?
No, he can. You can definitely make an argument.
The topic, we wasn't talking about whether or not Jokic played defense or whatever, because Fluent said Giannis being better offensively than Jokic is a contributing factor, is that Giannis actually plays defense, whereas Jokic takes plays off defensively. We said Jokic was active on defense to mitigate, to debunk the fact that Jokic is resting on defense, and that's why he's allowed to be better on offense.
Do you add that side of the basketball though? That's what I'm saying to you, Marz. Do you guys, when you're talking about the best player in the game today, have you guys totally ignored defense? Because you got Malik Monk out here scoring 46. I mean, I ain't never seen no stuff.
We gonna get to that, Ticket. Don't you worry about that.
I'm pretty certain Lo thinks Giannis is the best player in the world. I'm asking you one question. Who is your MVP? Jokic is my MVP.
Hold on. How was a dude that don't play on both sides of the floor at an elite level the MVP? How?
The same way Magic won 3 or 4. I mean,
no. I'll ask you that, but it wasn't.
The same way. The same way.
Do you want me to answer?
Low. Let me say this to you, Low.
Same way he won.
Hold on, Low. You got a man who's 5 in scoring, top 5 in rebounding. With all those games you just said that he was playing short minutes that hurt his average, he's top 5 in scoring and second in rebounding. Right? He's a top 5 defender in the world and got the best team in the league without Chris Middleton starting playing a lot of minutes. How is he?
I'm not arguing that Giannis doesn't have an argument.
Who's your MVP?
I'll probably still lean Jokic, but Giannis definitely Giannis without a doubt closed the gap in the past like 10 to 15 games. Like without a doubt.
Bro, man.
But your argument about somebody defense, then why did Magic win 3?
No, I'm saying to you right now. No. I'm saying to you because whenever we talk about Carmelo Anthony, what they say, Bob, they say he don't play no D, right?
No defense.
They say no. So when I asked him why couldn't Carmelo get back in the league, the first thing these buffoons say is he don't play no D. He can't stop nobody. But when I talk about defense with Jokic, these hoes ignore it. It's a strip full of hoes out here, and they ignore it.
But do you know the difference? The difference is that Jokic's impact offensively. Let me just say it. His impact offensively is way greater than what Carmelo is going to provide offensively now. So it'll be justified to have somebody like that out there. There's several times where players have been bad defenders. They're so great offensively. That's why
is it justified for Mike Muscala? Is it justified for Juan Toscano?
Oh, I agree. Well, you already know how I feel. Hey, you already know how I feel about JTA. To me, he shouldn't even been in the league in the beginning of the season. You already know how I feel about it. But I'm not, and I don't think Mike Muscala should be in the league either. I think there's younger players that really should be getting some burn. But the idea that like you got to play defense at elite level on both sides of the floor. I asked the question: then why did Magic Johnson win 3?
So hold on.
Why did Charles Barkley win over? Why did Barkley win over Jordan? Why?
Because the voters was hating. That's why. The same way they doing now on Giannis.
So they hated for Magic.
Oh, hold on. Ask Chilltown. Chill. Who's the MVP right now, Chill?
Giannis.
Who's the MVP, Doug?
Jokic.
Y'all smoking that juice, man. Hey, who's the MVP, Bob? Bob, who's the MVP, Bob?
It's close, bro.
It's
close.
Hold on.
I'm not saying it's not close.
I don't think anyone's saying it's a foregone conclusion.
Okay, so if y'all gonna put me on the spot, these past 3 weeks, Giannis has been slowly changing my mind. He's been slowly changing my mind.
Oh, hold on, Bob. I got a bone to pick with you. Bob. Hold on, Bob. Bob, the man been killing all season. The man been giving you 50 balls, 45 balls.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said Giannis been changing my mind. Because at first I had Jokic, but now I'm like, damn, Giannis really doing something different. So if I had to cast my ballot right now, I would have to go with Giannis. But it's about you can't be wrong by picking Jokic.
Honestly though, we just can't disrespect the guy being the first seed and averaging a triple-double. I'm sorry. Russell Westbrook won an MVP.
He's not the first seed. Giannis got the best record in the league.
He's the first seed in the West.
No, come on. Giannis is the best team in the NBA.
They have the same.
Giannis's team is 7-5 without him.
You were just using points about
the only reason I brought it up is because of how he was talking about teams' records with and without players earlier. That's the reason I brought it up. That's the only reason I brought it up.
Hey, Doug, these are same dudes who I ain't even gonna say it, man. Y'all dudes will sit up here if any team. Okay, that's cool.
Say it, Ticket. No.
Man, I ain't trying to get Bob.
Wait, somebody asked me why if it's that much about defense, why did Magic Johnson win 3 when they were just?
No, you're not hearing me. No, I'm saying to you. No. Listen, hold on. This is what all I'm saying to you. I'm saying he checked all the boxes. He's the top 5 scorer in the league, top 3 in the league, scored 3 or 4. He's the second rebounder in the league. His only reason why he was just first, the only reason why he wasn't first is because he got hurt and didn't play those minutes and it hurt his average. He would have been first. You the top one of the top 5 defenders in he gonna be top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year award. How in the hell is you top 5 Defensive Player of the Year award voting? Plus, you're gonna be a potential candidate to lead the league in scoring. Plus, you're going to potentially lead the rebounding scoring, lead the league in rebounding, excuse me. And then you got the best record on top of that when your second best player had been out in the time he played, he been coming off the bench playing a lesser role. All I'm saying, they got the best record in the NBA. So, and listen, they walked down Denver because they were behind Denver. They walked down Boston and walked down Denver. I'm saying we got it, and then you guys are doing this for Jokic to get sent home in the second round, and y'all gonna be right on here with your candy asses talking about he's a fraud.
I will if he plays great.
I'm glad Ticket brought that up, and the reason why I'm glad Ticket brought that up because I got a question for you, Lo. Joker wins the league MVP this year. In the process of him winning the league MVP this year, they get bounced in round 2. What kind of conversation we having about Joker?
How bad did he perform?
And that's it?
Yeah, that's how it always should be. That's y'all. Somebody can go out there and literally have the greatest game of all time, but if they lose, then
that's not true, man.
If that's true, Lo, if that's true, then what we're gonna have to do, if that happens, how bad he played, however he played, we got to stop talking about him like we talk about Olajuwon. We got to stop talking about him like we talk about Ewing. We got to stop talking about him like we talk about Chamberlain. We got to stop talking about him like we talk about Shaq. We got to stop talking about him like we talk about the all-time greats. I'm not going to put his name in that same category until he checks that box.
Patrick Ewing.
We have to stop.
Patrick Ewing doesn't check that box either.
He doesn't checks the box of actually going to the NBA Finals.
Oh, I didn't know that was the box. I didn't know that was the box.
No. When we're talking about Joker losing in round 2, which was what I just asked you.
So David Robinson, he checks the David Robinson box.
Does Joker check the David Robinson box?
Yeah.
That's not the same thing.
Why is it not?
That's not the same thing. No.
Why is it not? I'm asking you, why is it not?
Why is it the same thing?
Unless are you going to tell me that because David Robinson made the finals when he was the second best player alongside Tim Duncan? Is that what you're arguing?
So if that's true,
so if Jokic plays,
let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. Keep going, Lo. If Jokic
gets the privilege to play alongside another all-time great player,
Correct.
Then he'll be able to check that box because David Robinson don't check that box.
Let's wait for that shit to happen first. He ain't won nothing.
Let's make sure
David Robinson didn't win nothing until you got Tim Duncan.
Right.
But he won though. He won. I'm saying he won.
That's it. Okay, y'all. That's how y'all argue back.
No. That's not what I'm arguing. No, that's not what I'm arguing.
That's not what Chill's arguing. That's not
what I'm arguing. So if that's true, then let's rewind it and let's go off of what David Robinson did. Okay, so David Robinson has gone basically as far as Jokic has gone. That's correct. Except he's done a little bit more. Joker won. So let's say Joker wins the league MVP this year. That would be 2 more league MVPs. David Robinson did win the defensive player of the year. That may very well be the separator between those two.
So 3 MVPs to 1 MVP in the separator.
And a defensive player of the year. That means that I was the best player in the game and I was the best defensive player in the game. You can't say that.
That's fine.
The fact that you guys really do think that Jokic is better than David Robinson to me is atrocious.
When did I say that? When did anybody say that?
Nobody said that.
Yeah, I need to. These conversations aren't even about me.
Anybody say that? When did anybody say that?
So you don't believe that
who's
Jokic is
better
than David Robinson?
No, I think because Jokic only been at this level like for 5-7 years.
Not
even 7, like 5.
At his peak.
More like
I don't think you know how high I have David Robinson's peak.
I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm asking.
No.
Hey, maybe I'm just assuming because you guys speak so highly of Jokic.
I haven't said anything today. I haven't said anything today.
No, I'm talking about in general. Every time I've heard you guys talk about Jokic, do you have him over David Robinson?
No.
Okay, I'm just all right, cool.
Do you guys have his peak over David Robinson?
I don't.
I don't either.
You just have his offensive peak.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Without a doubt.
Oh yeah, that's not even close.
It's not.
I don't think anyone should argue that. I hope.
So, and I just think that there's a box that needs to be checked, and he hasn't checked it. So until he does that, we got to stop talking about him.
What's the box?
Like we talk about
the winning box. The winning box.
But what is it? No, not just winning. What is that? Say specifically. Is it just making the finals? Is that the box?
You have to do that. You have to win.
Which one?
There is no which one. You have to win. So okay, for example, I'm glad you mentioned that, Lo. I'm glad you mentioned that. Patrick Ewing took his team to the NBA Finals. He never won the league. He never won the league MVP. No, he did not. And he played in an era with centers that were much better than this era, no doubt about it. And he still held his own. So he was able to take his team to the NBA Finals. Go ahead, Marz.
No. You after. I'm just letting it be known I wanted to talk.
So he was able to take his team to the NBA Finals. David Robinson, him and Joker are basically the same in terms of winning, but he was able to win later on when he had an all-time great player. Maybe Joker can do that later, but until he does that, what he did without David, what he did without
Tim Duncan,
I think was better. So that's also Olajuwon. He did more. Shaq, he did more. Chamberlain, he did more. So these big guys that we talk about, when we talk about these guys, just because a guy won the league MVP 3 straight years and he's a great offensive player, I can't talk about him like I talk about those other dudes because there's other things that need to happen that he didn't do that those guys did.
Before Marz go, who have you ever talked to who said that Jokic all time is ranked in the same realm as Wilt, Hakeem, and Shaq?
I've heard that a bunch of different times. Joker is the best center ever, not just the best offensive center. No, not just the best offensive center.
Those people are crazy.
Yeah, not just the best offensive center.
Crazy.
The best center. I got more white up top having to listen to this goofy logic.
No,
yes.
Those people are crazy. Those people are crazy.
Okay, well, my question.
I got to follow up after that.
My question was: does it matter to anyone that the closest to an all-star caliber player Jokic has had is Jamal Murray? Like, does that just mean nothing to anyone here?
I think he is an all-star caliber.
I agree. He's an all-star caliber, but does that like when we talk about these players winning, going to the finals, whatever? Not many people win or have success without legitimate.
Marz, hold on for a second, Marz. We can't talk like Patrick Ewing didn't have John Starks as his second best player.
I'm not just comparing it to. I mean, I agree. Patrick Ewing got them to the finals, and he was a great. He anchored that elite Knicks defense.
Olajuwon had Vernon Maxwell as his second best player, and Otis Thorpe. And even though he had these guys for a long time, and again, I've mentioned this in the past, that you can't replace continuity and having guys together for a long time, which is what Ewing had with the Knicks, which is what Olajuwon had with Houston. But with all that being said, we can't discount the fact that they didn't have. He had a B- guy. We can't discount the fact that he had a B- guy. I like to think that Jamal Murray is a little bit better offensively. I don't think he's as offensively challenged as Vernon Maxwell or John Starks.
Let's finish the list of names then. Let's finish the list of names. Who else you just said? Finish a list of names, the sentence you just brought up.
I think that was it. Those are the guys that was it.
So those are the only two that it's applicable because David Robinson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Wilt, they played with all NBA caliber players when they won championships. All of them.
They did play with all NBA caliber players.
And then when it comes to Patrick Ewing, you're very exclusive about he played in the era with all these great big men. When he made it to the finals in '94, what big did he have to go through?
Ewing.
No, Ewing. What big did Ewing have to go through?
What big did Patrick Ewing have to go through?
To get to the finals. No, to get to the finals.
To get to the finals.
Yes.
See, he had to go through Cartwright. Let's see, in '94. He had to go through Rick Smits. Let's see, who else did he have to deal with? I know it was Rick Smits. I know it was Cartwright in the East semis. Let's see. I'm just going off the top of my
dude you just named right there better than half the competition Jokic facing.
Rick Smits is.
Rick Smits wasn't terrible.
Rick Smits wasn't terrible.
And he was an all-star too. Let's make sure.
Yeah, but there's all-star caliber guys on the level.
We can't leave that out. So he had to go through. I can't remember who they beat in '94 in the first round. I wish I could tell you that.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's the Nets. That's who they beat.
Oh, so they beat. So I think the Nets had Benoit Benjamin on that crew, if I'm not mistaken. If they beat the Nets. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets had Derek Coleman, Kenny Anderson, and who was their five man? No, it wasn't Benoit Benjamin.
Let me say.
I think it was Dwayne Shinchis.
Bill Cartwright was on the second year about to retire. He was second year almost out of the league.
Correct.
So that wasn't the same Bill Cartwright that I think y'all might be referencing. And Rick Smith was not he was not an all-star caliber player that year. Even in contrast to even relatively speaking, or even if you want to argue, he just wasn't. So yes, he played in the era of great bigs, but let's further put into context. Hey, if LeBron wasn't in the West, or if Curry wasn't in the West, the same way that Michael Jordan wasn't in the East, I wonder how far Jokic, and especially when everyone's healthy, I wonder how far Jokic would have been able to get. I'm pretty sure he would have been able to get to the NBA Finals. I'm pretty sure.
Stop acting like Jokic got a bad team. Though. Stop acting like Jokic.
I don't think he has a bad team. The last time we saw Jokic have a healthy team, he got to the conference finals and he ran into
LeBron James.
Right,
the same
and that's
way
what we
that
are
Patrick
now.
Ewing kept running into Michael Jordan. So when he got to the finals, it was without Michael Jordan in the conference. That's how he got there.
Hold on, but you ain't finna do that. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. He got shut down by the booty goon Dwight Howard. Not LeBron James. Jokic got stopped up, locked up, and confused by over the hill, out of his prime Dwight Howard. These are facts. No excuses, sir. Don't bring up that LeBron James. No excuses. I watched Dwight Howard do a number on that dude defensively. Period. Or old Dwight Howard.
And if you think that's the case, if you think that he got locked up by one person, hey, that's on you. Also,
I'm not saying that, Low.
But low. You got.
He's saying he changed some series when Dwight got put in the lineup. He changed the series.
I never said that, but this is where the inconsistencies come from. Where there's series in that run where Patrick Ewing struggled offensively, without a doubt.
Everybody struggles in the playoffs, Low. That happens.
So then say that. So then say that when he says that. Then say that when he says that Dwight Howard locked him. Say that when he says that Dwight Howard locked up Jokic. Tell him that everybody struggles in the playoffs. Say that.
Man, chill. You ain't gonna turn up on this dude. Chill. When I turned up on you like that, chill, you went crazy.
Y'all quick with the excuses.
Chill. You from chill.
Now all of a sudden everybody struggles. When he said that,
everybody does struggle, Low.
I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that they don't.
And first of all, that was Ticket's point. That wasn't my point. Ticket said that. Don't tell me to tell Ticket that. That's not my point. That's my point. What are you talking about?
You ain't gonna say it.
My point. I don't need to say it. What I'm saying is, when you play in the playoffs, so your logic is Ewing struggled in the playoffs. Of course he struggled in the playoffs because he's going against better players when he goes deeper into the playoffs. That's the point of playing against better teams. That's the point. So don't make it sound like Ewing was just going up against bums and he just wasn't getting it done. That's not what happened.
That's not what I'm saying either.
That's exactly what you're saying. You're saying that. That's exactly what you're saying.
No,
you're saying that. This is what you're saying, Lo. This is what you're telling me. You're telling me, tell Ticket that when you get in the playoffs, that you start to struggle offensively when you see better players. That's the logic. When you see better teams, you're going to see better players, which means that what I did against the dude before me, I'm not going to be able to do that against the dude, this guy. Why? Because he's better.
You're arguing, especially this logic where it's inconsistent, where a player performs poorly, and because they lose, now it's a problem. But if they perform poorly and they win, then we just never get to talk about it ever in life.
Never.
So
again, I don't say that at all. No,
I said something similar to that. I think if you don't win, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what your stats are if you lost.
So
why you keep making excuses?
It's not excuses.
Because it's not that black and white, Bob. That's why. Because it's not that black and white. No,
it's basketball. It's either W or L.
No, it's not that black and white, Bob. No, it's not. Because if it was that black and white, we would hold everybody who wins to a higher standard. So Russell, we're talking about Havlicek, Sam Jones, guys like that.
Do we not hold them to a high standard?
No.
So where do you have John Havlicek, Bob? Where do you have John Havlicek?
I mean, he's ranked, but anybody.
No. Where?
Hold on, I'm gonna answer your question, bro. Chill out. So if
Bob, turn up, Bob.
He's ranked, but the cats that are ranked above him obviously got rings. They got more rings. So
no, they don't. KD don't have more rings. No, they don't. They have
more, but they have rings.
How many times have we talked about this? I don't got KD ranked up here like y'all. You know,
I don't either.
Y'all.
Why? Why?
How many times I gotta talk about this? All the sucker moves KD makes.
But a win is a win, right? A win is a win. But you just said a win is a win.
No.
Black and white.
No. I said either it's a win or it's an L.
Yes.
There are.
So it's a win or a loss. So he won. He won 2 championships. So why don't you have him that high?
Because I didn't say a win is a win. I said either you win or you lose. If you're gonna quote me correctly. Okay. I said either you win or you lose. But you win, but you can always lose to somebody and then be a sucker and go jump with them, the cats that just beat your ass. So now a win is not a win.
Those two things are not the same. Those two things are not the same thing. I could lose and be awesome, right? But I could also win and not be very good. So it's not just that simple where we win.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody that wins doesn't get ranked. You still got to be the top dog and be that good to be ranked. Just because you won don't mean everybody on the team. Like for instance, Robert Horry. It's not like Robert Horry got all these rings, so now he's top 10. That's not what I said.
So where do you have? Okay, so where do you have John?
All I simply said, Lo, is that I'm not going to give you credit for losing. I don't care how good you play. Then you go want to talk about. So if that's that, then that's that. Well, nah, that's not. All I said was if you lose, I don't care how good you play.
But he specifically said it's not that black and white. And then you said, no, it is that black and white. That is what you said. So if it's that black and white.
To me, it is that black and white. If you lost, I don't care how good you play.
Here's the thing, no, but I'm sorry, Lo, go ahead.
But just understand this, Lo. All I'm simply saying is if you lose, I don't care how good you play. That doesn't have nothing to do with all this other shit you're trying to walk me all down into.
Where do you have Havlicek? Where do you have Havlicek?
Shit, I don't know. I never really ranked him
because he didn't lose in the finals. He didn't lose in the finals. So where do you have him? He has 8 championships. Where do you have him? He has a Finals MVP. Where do you have him?
Once again, Lo, I'm not just because you won doesn't mean that I'm ranking you. But if you played good and lost, I can't give you credit for that.
I'm naming someone who didn't lose though, so I'm not mixing them together. I'm naming somebody who did not lose in the finals.
But just because, and once again, Lo, just because you won doesn't mean I have to rank you high. But if you play good and lose,
he has a finals MVP.
I don't care about all that, Lo. That's not you trying to make me see what you're seeing.
It's not like he played great in the finals. It's not like he didn't play great. He played great. The team won. They never lost.
Bob, the point that I was making when I talked about it's not that black and white is prime example would be LeBron James. I mean, he led the finals in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. Nobody has ever done that in NBA history, ever. So even though they lost, I can't just look at James and go, "Well, you lost." Well, wait a minute. It's not that simple. This dude was awesome in the finals. Right? There's players who've played in the playoffs where, he averaging 35 a game. This dude is averaging 16 rebounds. but they lost. Prime example, I mean, Jabbar in 72 when they played against the Lakers. You know, Jabbar went 34 and 18 against Chamberlain. They lost. But I can't go, well, you lost, it don't matter. Wait a minute. He went almost 35 and 20. And he did everything.
That's just how I see it. I'm not really worried about what you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about these conversations, if you lost, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Right. And me and Dub have gone on about this a bunch of times on Player's Choice. I'm just not really concerned with what you did if you lost.
Right.
I do want to ask everybody this. Why is it when Low and Marz are talking about offense with people? Because it's not like they talk about an all-time level, but just offense. Why do they need to win to be having these conversations at their best, right? Because we talk about Tracy McGrady, we talk about Carmelo Anthony being one of the best scorers in NBA history, but they didn't win anything. There's a bunch of guys who's good passers and point guards as well, who there's not a lot of point guards that won as a guy in NBA history. So why is it that with Jokic, when they just talk about offense, I don't agree with some of the stuff they said with Kobe Bryant, but with offense, talking about him offensively, why can't they talk about those things if we talk about other guys who didn't win anything?
I think we can talk about a guy offensively being great, but the problem that I have, Doug, and I've always had this problem, is when you want me to start talking about these guys, because I got to listen to this. I got to listen to this logic. When you want me to start talking about these guys like I do the all-time greats, not just offensively, but overall as players, that's where it seeps into. It doesn't just stay at Joker is one of the best offensive players. No, now it turns into Joker is a top 5 center all time. Joker is a top 10 this all time. And now you want me to talk about him like I talk about Olajuwon. You want me to talk about him like I talk about not just offensively, but you want me to talk about him like I talk about Shaq. You want me to talk about him like I talk about all the other great bigs, right? And I can't do that because he hasn't done those things. That's why it's an issue. The fact that he does what he does offensively, I have no problem with that. And he's definitely a great big man offensively, considering the talent that he's going up against. No question about that. He is a great big man offensively. However, I can't talk about him like I talk about the other greats in terms of overall because he hasn't done what they've done.
Where do you rank Stockton as a point guard?
At the top of the list.
He got to the finals. It's different.
But he didn't win, though. It's point guards who won. So where do you have Stockton as a point guard?
I don't have that standard when it comes to just. I don't have that. Wait a minute. This is a very simple question. Where do I have Stockton? I got Stockton as the number 2 point guard all time.
Why is he above Isaiah Thomas, who actually won?
Because only thing Isaiah Thomas did better than Stockton was score. That's it. He didn't do nothing else better than Stockton.
And win, correct?
He did win the NBA. He was the best player on an NBA on both his NBA finals games. No doubt about that.
Do you see where it's inconsistent though? You can't sit there and say that about Jokic, and then when I ask you about Stockton, you have him ranked higher than players who haven't won. So the same logic you're saying that you can't put Jokic in conversations with players who've done things that Jokic hasn't, you're putting Stockton in conversations with players who have done things.
But the difference though with Stockton.
I'm about to put you one of
don't you dare save him ticket.
Hey,
don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I'm about to put you one of them caskets.
Don't you dare.
I'm about to put you one of them caskets. The Undertaker used to put them caskets in. Hey, Lo, I'm gonna ask you one question. This question gonna end everything, Flo. This question gonna destroy Lo Killtown. Hey, Lo, and you can ask the whole panel, Ron. You think Jokic gonna win the championship this year?
The only team I think that can stop him.
Hey, Killtown. He did me.
It was a simple question. You asked me who the best point guard.
Killtown. I asked him straight up.
That's a simple question.
Jokic's gonna win the chip this year. All that arguments I was doing, this man started stuttering and didn't even know.
Question.
I don't.
But to answer your question, Lo, when you talk about Stockton, you talk about Isaiah. Stockton has done more. He's done more than Joker has. That simple.
But we're talking about specifically between Stockton and Isaiah Thomas. The standard of not putting players in conversations who have not accomplished certain things. That's what I'm saying. Isaiah Thomas has accomplished more than Stockton.
He won. He didn't check that. He didn't check the box. Yeah. But he does check more boxes than Joker checks with those other guys.
Can I ask this question though? Can I ask this question? CP3's been to the finals. CP3 with the same logic of being a better defender, arguably a better passer, and just as good, or if not a better scorer. Is CP3 over Isaiah Thomas too?
No.
Why not?
He's not. Well, first of all,
because he didn't lead the league in assists and all. I mean, that's why he didn't do it as many times, and
he led the league 5 times.
Stockton did like 7 or 10 or something like that. I mean, yeah, Stockton. Yeah. Come on,
are you
Doug.
serious?
You know what those arguments are.
Are we seriously doing this?
I'm not doing.
Like, let's not do this, because if the logic of the only thing that Isaiah Thomas does better than John Stockton is score, a guy who damn near does everything else better than Isaiah Thomas's score. I mean, everything that he does better. My bad. The logic of John Stockton, right, and Isaiah Thomas. That the only thing that Isaiah Thomas does better than John Stockton is score. That can be applied to CP3. And actually, CP3 is actually just as good of a score of Isaiah Thomas as well. So I don't understand how that logic doesn't work.
Because Stockton led the league in assists 9 times.
No, but Dub's not arguing.
No, I know.
Over Stockton. He's arguing over Isaiah.
This is what Dub. This is what Dub is arguing. This is what Dub is. He's talking about Isaiah Thomas. That's who he's talking about.
Yes.
So it's Isaiah Thomas, according to my logic. If I have that, then that means that I would have to have John Stockton. That means that I would have to have Chris Paul, because you think he's better than John Stockton. Now, I already got him over Isaiah Thomas, but
you do have Chris Paul over Isaiah.
But no. According to your logic, Dub, I would also have to have Chris Paul over John Stockton too.
I would love for you to have that, but we're not arguing that. We're just talking about Isaiah Thomas right now.
That's what I would have to do.
When we started the show, I don't want to talk about that.
That's what I would have to do. I would have to have I would have to have Chris Paul over John Stockton, according to that logic. Which no, I don't.
Why?
You can see the
Why?
You can see the
I don't.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
Why?
Okay, so John Stockton and Chris Paul.
Oh my God, not the John Stockton.
You the one brought it up. You brought it up.
I didn't. I just want Isaiah Thomas. But go ahead.
So we're talking about Isaiah Thomas. So we're talking about player for player. That's all. That's what the logic is. Player for player. Is Chris Paul a better player than Isaiah Thomas? I don't think he's a better player than Isaiah Thomas. And on top of that, I don't do that with players, because again, I've said this to you 1,000 times. I've seen better players get outplayed. So I don't rank guys according to, you do this better than him. You do that. I don't just do that. It's in totality. What else did you produce? It ain't just, you nicer than him with the pill. You're a better scorer than him. Well, what else did you do in addition to that? It's not just.
Can I name off some of the things CP3 did that Isaiah Thomas didn't?
He was he made the all-league defensive team. He did do that.
All-league defensive team. He led the league in assists way more times than Isaiah Thomas.
He did lead the league in assists.
Went to the finals as well with Isaiah Thomas. Went to the finals as well. I think he has a longer career, more longevity. I mean, did CP3 win Rookie of the Year?
He came in. No, he didn't.
He did.
I thought it was Bong Yan. I thought Bong Yan won.
I'm looking at it right now.
He did. Chris Paul did. That was the highlight of his career.
So you got a guy who's made it to the finals. That's the checkbox. I know you love guys who lead the league in reboundings and stuff like that. So then Chris Paul leading the league in assists and everything. A great score. And steals as well, all defensive. The math ain't math in my head.
And I think Chris Paul is like top 3 or top 5 in both assists and steals all time.
I think he's third.
He's top 3 in both assists and steals.
I think he's third all time. So according to your logic, in terms of player for player.
No, this is yours. I'm not worried about it. This is yours.
No, it's not. No, it's not my logic. No, it's not. And the reason why, as much as I love Isaiah Thomas, and I'm not a huge. I love Isaiah Thomas, but I think John Stockton was better than him as a point guard. And I've said this to you in the past. You could be better. You could be a better player, but this person is better at his job. And I think John Stockton was a better point guard than Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was a better player than John Stockton. I think John Stockton was a better point guard than him.
But Chris Paul wasn't a better point guard than him. Better than Isaiah Thomas. He wasn't a better point guard than Isaiah Thomas.
Chris Paul wasn't a better point guard than Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. I don't think so.
Why?
You can use the same reasons for John Stockton.
If you use the same reason, you're going to say Stockton is a better point guard.
I'm not using the same reasoning.
Why not? That's why.
Wouldn't that be the consistent thing to do? To use the same reasoning for every player?
If I had because what you guys do is you guys have players ahead of people based on just them being straight up and down players. You take production out of it. This dude is a scorer. This dude is a rebounder. This dude is a defender, and all of that stuff. all of that stuff isn't applicable here. So when I talk about John Stockton, when I talk about Isaiah Thomas as a point guard, when I talk about Isaiah Thomas as an overall player, I don't think that Chris Paul is better than him. But sure, did he produce more? Did he have more points than Isaiah Thomas? Yes. Did he lead the league in assists more than Isaiah Thomas? Yes. Did he have more all-league
steals?
I'm confused. My brain is hurt.
Did he have more all-league defensive knowledge than him? Yes. So according to that logic, I guess so. That Chris Paul is a better player, according to that. So with that being said,
I guess we got it.
Wait,
wait, did you just admit
you just said
for Dub's sake, I will never admit that Chris Paul is better. Never. Just off the strength that it's Dub, I will never admit that Isaiah Thomas is better than Chris Paul. I will never admit that Chris Paul was better than Isaiah Thomas. Never.
This is the last point.
You will never get me to admit that.
What are the reasons why Stockton is over Isaiah Thomas? Are those not the same reasons? Are those not boxes that also Chris Paul checked off more than Isaiah Thomas?
Are the reasons why John Stockton
is over
Isaiah Thomas, because I feel like John Stockton, the only thing Isaiah Thomas did better than John Stockton was score.
Yes.
Right. And in terms of his production, the only thing Isaiah Thomas has over Stockton is he won. And that's a huge box that needs to be checked. The fact that he won, I mean, as much as I hate it, I'd be crazy not to put John Stockton below Isaiah Thomas. I think John Stockton is better, but winning matters. Okay, I get that part. I do get that part. Winning does matter.
All right,
winning does matter.
Let's go ahead and move on.
That confused the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
We got a million super chats. We're gonna go ahead and dive into them from the top. Deshaun 916. I'm not ever reading none of your super chats after this next one. He said, where do you guys rank Pete Maravich all time as a guard? And who in today's game reminds you of him?
That was Jason. I think Jason Williams was the guy who I thought when I was watching him, he reminded me a lot of Pistol Pete.
Yeah,
but if you think,
I'll say Trae Young to a lesser degree in today's game. But that's really it.
I don't see nobody.
I don't think there's really that many players like
Pistol. So if you think about let's just say point guards let's just say point guards. Was he better than Magic?
No.
Stockton?
No.
Isaiah?
No.
Jason Kidd?
No.
Are we purposely leaving Steph Curry out of this?
I didn't even get to him yet. I didn't even get to him yet. Let's see. Nash? Was he better than him?
No.
Okay, so that's 5. That's just point guards. Okay, how about 2 guards? Was he better than Jordan?
No.
Was he better than Bryant?
No.
Wade?
No.
Drex?
No.
Reggie Miller?
No.
George Gervin?
Please say Harden.
But these dudes, I ain't get to them yet.
Okay. I see what you're saying. The players in today's. Okay, I got you.
Yes, I didn't get to them yet. So now, that's 11, right?
Yes,
that's 11. So now, was he better than Curry?
No.
Was he better than Jerry West?
No.
Was he better than James Harden?
No.
Was he better than Allen Iverson?
No.
That's 15 right there. That's just it. That's before we get to today. That's 15.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, so yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't think he's a top 20 guard. If I had to like just eyeball it, probably not. No, because I don't think he's better than GP either.
I didn't say Gary Payton, right? I didn't say
he separated the guards, point, shooting, and combo. That's how he separated. And so yeah, no, like he probably not top 15 guard. I mean, yeah, he probably not top 15. Well, we know he's not top 15. He's not top 20. Excuse me. Go ahead.
All right, Finn275 tapped in. He said, "I think Chill calling KD just buckets is disrespectful. He is really on defense this year. No one is calling Larry Bird just buckets and passing.
Because Larry Bird wasn't just buckets and passing. That's why. Because Bird was a whole bunch of other things. KD, I didn't say he was just buckets, but what do you know KD for?
Just getting
buckets.
There you go.
There we go.
Bouncing around the league.
You do know that too.
Oh my God.
We do know that.
Logo have KD come back at him on this.
Yo, a tribe called Lynn said Silver GG, him coddling players is Adam Silver.
Yeah.
Him coddling players is why the NBA product is lackluster right now. After the Kings/Clippers game, he wants to change OT rules to a target score. How do we feel about this whole target
Did
score?
you hear how
And that was
nuts that
terrible.
is? Did you hear how nuts that is? Like, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the 21. The first team to 21 wins. That could actually be longer than the actual game that just got finished playing.
It might not be 21. It might be just like a 7 or 10 point. But yeah, that's
even
terrible.
worse.
That's why the NBA is so soft already.
Yeah, that was.
I never. That was
Yeah,
nuts.
you let it play out, man. He trying to put his imprint on the game, and he gonna mess some stuff up, man. Just let it play out, bro. Let them guys hoop, man. Is that fluent down there?
I don't know,
Nah,
but for him to believe that it was some change after arguably like the best game in the season, that's crazy. Like you watch that game and you think to yourself, we need to make some changes. That's insane.
Yeah, that's what's up with y'all's era, Lo.
I don't
I don't
understand.
agree with that. That's crazy.
Even the changes part, right? The fact that Paul George, all-league defender, Kawhi Leonard, all-league defender, this backcourt had this perimeter defending tandem had a bench guy in Monk and the starting point guard go for 80 on them.
Does that not then mean that they probably does that? Oh, I forgot Bobby's a King fan. Does that not then mean? Should we not then question the all defensive prowess of Paul George at least? Because I think Paul George is a turnstile all game.
We can Lo. I'm not mad at doing that, but I'm just saying let's not just act like he wasn't out there trying to play defense with his hand up, moving his feet. He was doing the
trying.
best he could. That's just Malik Monk.
Hey,
Like, you
that's
know what I'm
crazy.
Hey, let's not do that.
I'm trying to tell
That's
you.
just
No,
No, we gonna do that, Dub.
Stop.
I'm not, Dub.
Steph has been trying.
You're not gonna rain on. You're not
bro.
gonna
He
rain
just
on
became a
Leak
good
right now.
defender.
You're not gonna rain
What happened,
on Leak
Big Ox? What happened to keeping the ball away from a scorer? What happened to that dude?
A good old denial, huh?
Yeah, what happened to just keeping the ball? So this dude, he's gonna come down and he's gonna score 4 or 5 straight trips. How about I just don't let him get the ball? How about that for an idea?
You deny the ball early. Nobody wants to work that hard on the defensive end no more. They just
so
instead, there's a lot of screens though.
So instead, what I'm gonna do is the dude that comes off the bench, he's gonna put 40 on me. Are you serious right now? The dude that comes off the bench, he's gonna put 40 on me. At what point do I, as a perimeter defender, because that's my mark, Paul George is one of the better defenders in the game. At what point do I come to the bench and go, you know what? Yo, we got plenty of offense over here with Powell, with Leonard, with all these other guys. We got plenty of offense. Yo, you guys handle that. I'm going to deal with him. I'm not saying that I'm going to maybe stop him. I'm going to slow him down. And also at some point, as a defender, you have to be able to say, you ain't scoring on me again. You're not going to score on me again. That's not going to happen. I'm not saying that you're not going to score. I'm not saying that you're not going to get free throws. You ain't scoring on me again. At what point do you decide as a defender to not just to not let that happen?
No, that's where the issue with defense, like if you actually pay attention to the game, defense is a lot of reputation. Like Paul George isn't an elite defender anymore. He has a reputation as an elite defender, so people consider him one. He's not that anymore. Kawhi Leonard isn't the best perimeter defender in the game anymore. He can be in spurts where he wants to put effort and he can maybe for 4 or 5 minutes at a time, he can put in elite defensive possessions. But on a consistent basis, that's not what he is anymore. But they have a reputation. The same way James Harden has a reputation as a cone when he hasn't been that for a few years. Defense is just purely reputation. People still think Steph Curry can't play defense. It's because once you get a reputation on that side of the ball, good or bad, you just have that mark for the rest of your career. Whether I don't agree with it, but people don't really pay attention to defense that much. So, like for example, Jokic isn't as bad of a defender as he used to be 4 years ago.
No, he's
people
not.
People still consider him an egregious defender. He's not. But once you get that reputation, people just run with it, and that will stick until I don't know what you have to do to prove it wrong. But that's just how defense works.
Even then, I think we actually do have a good level of defenders in the league right now, right? The issue is that
based on what? Hold. Before you go any further, based on what? Based on what, though? Based on what?
You got Mikal Bridges who plays defense. I think Dorian Finney-Smith is a good defender as well. Herb Jones has been a good defender. Yeah, Alvarado playing good defense. There's a lot more guys. That's just off the top of my head, but there's a lot of guys who plays good defense. The issue is that
OG Anunoby.
OG Anunoby, I forgot about him.
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes, Jaren Jackson Jr. There's a lot of defenders in the league. The issue is the rules that's in play right now, bro. It's just for these guys to get off the way they do, on top of the talent increasing year by year. It's like these defenders, it's like they try their best. They try their best. I don't look at them if a guy's getting off that night, they put in defense. I'm like, nah, you got to do better. Sometimes these rules are in play right now. It's just meant for these guys to get off like that. So
they're all not trying to.
I don't agree.
I semi agree with you, Doug. But that game, no, they were not trying that.
That game is fun. I'm just.
You can't really sell a team that has 175 points.
Yeah,
on top of that though, Dub, like Chilltown said previous to that, there are ways, like if you are actually trying it, you do just deny, not let this man get the ball. Like if he gets the ball, okay, but he has to get it by swinging the ball, cutting through, setting 2 screens. I'm not just gonna let somebody walk down and just pass the ball to this man when he's already hot. Now I'm standing this way, full deny all day. I gotta touch him. Full deny. Like you got to do something.
I think there's defenders that actually do that. They just keep sending a multitude of screens to get separation, and there's even moving screens that happen in the day where they don't get called and they don't get penalized.
There are some, Dub. There are some, but there's not that many. On top of that, Dub, there was some defense being played in that game. You know, like De'Aaron Fox taking the ball from Paul George. You know, there was some defense being played on our side of the ball.
I just think the point of there's not really that many defenders in today's era. I don't think that's the case. I think we actually have a multitude of defenders. Drew Holiday. I even forgot about Drew Holiday. We actually have a lot of defenders.
Marcus
the
Smart.
Issue is, Marcus Smart.
We have a lot though, Dub. Can we name more than?
I just named like 6, 7
he named a good amount, but you also got to understand we have to acknowledge the part of the season that it is too, though. Like, obviously, when the playoffs roll around, I guarantee doesn't nobody score over 140, 150. That's not going to happen. So we do got to acknowledge that in the regular season, teams are not. So you guys think
Dallas going to be in the playoffs?
I'm about to say Dallas.
They may
the right matchup. The right matchup. No, I'm talking about somebody scoring that on them. That's what I'm talking about.
Even then, I still don't really see that happening.
So all I'm gonna say is I hear y'all point about the offense being a problem. I'm looking at that more as, one, the talent pool is just getting better and better by each year, and 2, the rules are in play where they just do not help the defenders at all. Same thing's happening in the NFL. We have a lot of good defenders. Issue is they keep making rules to make it harder for the guys to defend.
Even if that's true, though, Dub, I mean, as a defender, I can go topside on screens. I can chase on screens. And if I'm chasing on screens, what also can happen is that big guy, he can hedge. And with that big guy hedging, the weak side can help just in case that he slips that screen and drops and the point guard drops it off to him. He can help. There's ways that we can talk to each other as opposed to just not giving effort, which is what I see a lot from these guys. I'm not going to chase. I'm not going to chase this guy off a screen. I'm not going to come on the top side with my hand out to make sure that I get a deflection to throw this guy off rhythm. Those things aren't there. I said this to you before, Dub, and I still stand on it. I think that a lot of these guys are afraid of being outclassed.
I don't know, especially the guys who's trying to make their money from defense. I think those guys give out a lot, in my opinion.
I did miss that part.
I'll give you, but I don't know.
I did miss that part, Dub. I was trying to take care of a little business on my phone real quick. You did miss Davion, right?
Hey, this man had a booty call.
My bad. I forgot it, bro. You keep naming up guys that I just keep forgetting, bro. There's a lot of guys.
I just had to make sure that you also brought up Davion. That's all.
I'll just again, bro. It's a lot of players are earning. A lot of players earn defensive respect off of reputation.
Bob, you got to control them booty calls during the show, man.
Oh, no, that ain't no booty call, but that's real business.
Yes,
so if that's true, Marz. Marz, if that's true in terms of reputation,
same thing.
Yeah.
Wow. So Marz, if that's true in terms of reputation, isn't it our job? Because apparently KD heard you. So because if KD heard you, that means that the rest of them are listening too. So isn't it our job to start calling these dudes out? So there's enough.
George, you're not as good of a defender as people say. You're listening. You haven't been that good defensively since like Indiana was your peak. You was good in OKC. Since then, you ain't been kind. I can't lie.
Get on your job, yo. Get on your job.
But you know what? We do this because we just had the same conversation about Kawhi. They had the same conversation about Kawhi on Open Gym, and every single time we had this conversation about certain players who live off a reputation, it's a bunch of pushback because people are conflating things that they did early in their career and acting like they're still doing it right now. Because Kawhi is not the same defender that he once was. Like Marz said,
I don't know. He's 31 years old. This dude isn't over the hill. He's 31.
He does have degenerative knees.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
So if that's true,
he's not the healthiest player.
Yeah, like I don't fully blame him of all people. Like
even if that's true, Marz, I got a degenerative knee, but we don't have a problem when he goes 32 and 9. Yo, he's awesome. We don't have a problem when he goes 28 and 8. We don't have a problem with that. But if he gets scorched, it's wait a minute, his knees are degenerative. Well, he's slowing down. No, he isn't. Why don't we
still don't watch cats just cook Kawhi? I mean, just because he's not San Antonio.
You never seen that, Lo.
I'm not gonna lie. Did you watch the game?
Fox guy, he got by Kawhi a couple times. It was kind of nasty.
I mean, that's okay.
Lo, do that again, Lo. Do that
again. In his defense, though, Lo. It's De'Aaron Fox.
See, exactly. Here you go.
Kawhi is just not as quick as he used to be out on the perimeter.
That's a fact.
If he locks in defensively, like for example, I think he played pretty good defense on Jokic against the Clippers. Like in stretches, I think he can still be capable of putting together all defensive level possessions. He just can't do it consistently like he used to do in San Antonio when his offensive responsibility was lower and he didn't have the worst knees in the NBA.
So if that's true, then are we on the other side of Kawhi Leonard?
We've been saying that.
I've been saying this for a long time.
We've been saying
so we on the other side of Kawhi Leonard.
I still think he's great. I still think he's great.
Defensively,
yes, he's living. Defensively, he's living purely off
still be on this side.
No. Offensively, fine, but defensively,
at the peak, at least.
Defensively, without a doubt, we're on the other side of Kawhi's career. It's not even close.
All right, y'all. Let's keep it pushing. Big Ox, I got a super chat just for you from Shane Howard. He said, "What's up, fellas? Me and the boys been debating this all week. Is Rajon Rondo a Hall of Famer?"
Yeah.
Whoever you having that debate with, you need to stop having basketball debates with him. Because if you say Rajon Rondo is not a Hall of Famer, you should have no respect for that man's basketball knowledge, and you shouldn't talk to him about basketball any longer.
That's
just my word. That's just my word of advice. That's my word of advice. You can take it or leave it, but that's my word of advice. I advise anybody that if you're having an argument with somebody and they don't have Rondo as a Hall of Famer, that you stop talking to that person.
Bob, I used to think it was Bob, I'm gonna tell you, Bob, I'm gonna say one thing, dog. I used to think it was a lie. I used to think it was a lie, Bob. I used to think it was a lie that he was a Hall of Famer. Now that I sit back and I really think about it, dog, I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying that you can have a question about it. It is a question, in my opinion.
So maybe not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, not a first ballot. Yeah, but I'm saying it's a question. I'm saying it's a question because when you look at Rondo's whole career, he's a winner. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a point guard. Oh, sure. But does he have the other accolades as far as, you know what I'm saying, that round out your resume that would put you as a like Hall of Famer? Like, how many years he lead the league in assists? How many years he lead the league in steals? How many all NBA teams he made? How many all defensive teams he made? See, all these things have to come into equation too, because when you think about it, take him away from Ray Allen Paul. He fell into a great situation in Boston, bro.
We can't Ray Allen Paul. That's irrelevant.
No. It's relevant because when we talk about Hall of Fame, I think that Hall of Fame shouldn't be based off of, and I say the same thing with Draymond Green. That's why I have to keep the same energy. I don't think it should be based off of who you play with. I think it should be based off of your game. So my whole point is this: do I think Rondo is an elite player as a point guard? Yes, but do I think that I think he vastly underachieved throughout his career based off what he had the potential of doing. Okay, I think Rondo's. Go ahead.
I would say this against that ticket. I would say that Rajon obviously did what he did with the Celtics. He played great with the Celtics from 2009 all the way to about 2013. He went at it with what's his name? D Rose had that great time with Boston.
12.
But then hold on. I also think Rajon, if you remember when he was with the Bulls and he was showing out those playoffs, had Well, who was it? Isaiah
D-Wade.
Thomas
when
the
wasn't
Celtics and them came.
If Rondo don't break his hand,
they were up
it was
to
just one finger, and I think there was something to it. I don't want to get on those conspiracy theorist type shit, but the Rajon Rondo I'm used to watching isn't gonna sit out that game over one broken finger. Yeah. But hey, that's here nor there. Then when he went to New Orleans, they went up to Portland, embarrassed those boys. I also do believe that if since we are doing ifs, you know what I'm saying? Since we are doing ifs, I do also believe that if DeMarcus Cousins didn't tear his Achilles, I think he would have had an even more better run down there in New Orleans. His only downtime, I think, was in Dallas, and that was a Rick Carlisle situation. Then in Sacramento, we just didn't put enough pieces with him and DeMarcus.
Yeah,
Then he went to the Lakers. He went to the Lakers, and in that championship he got with the Lakers, he contributed heavily.
Yeah, no. Listen. I'm on with you. I'm just saying his career, if you look at it, it still left a lot to be desired. You have to look at. I mean, listen, bro. Listen. Like for example, he was a point guard that racked up a lot of assists at times, but he never led the league in assists. How many years he led the league in assists?
Three. He did it 3 times.
Okay. He led the league. Hold on. He led the league in assists. Hold on. My bad. Hold on. He led the league in assists. How many years?
3.
Okay, 3 years. Right. Outside of that. Outside of that, how many All NBAs did he make?
Only one.
How many All Defenses did he make?
It's 4.
4. That's impressive.
Okay,
that's impressive.
Hold on. Now he has no MVPs, no Defensive Player of the Year awards. He does have 2 rings.
We talking
to me, like I said, to me, Bob. To me, it's debatable. The only reason why I said something to you is because you made it seem like he was just this lot that is just disrespectful not to have him in.
He is. It's disrespectful. It is disrespectful.
No, I don't think so. Hold on, Bob. I don't think so. And the reason why I'm saying that, bro, listen, me personally, I would probably inch him in. But I'm just saying, I disagree with you when you say it's disrespectful, because if you look at him and you compare him to other point guards who are more well-versed, more established, and, for example, I would have KJ over him.
Mark Price.
KJ should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I would have him over. I would have him over Rondo. I'm saying I would have him over Rajon Rondo.
That's
Mitch
fine.
Richmond in the Hall of Fame.
I'm not mad at that, but the fact that we got to understand the Hall of Fame isn't very reliable. Tim Hardaway just got in. He should have been in a long time ago. So I understand you saying you'd rather have KJ over Rondo. I don't think
he's gonna get in.
If he doesn't, it's egregious. It's criminal. It's criminal.
Ticket.
It's
I would.
Criminal.
I would. Nah.
It's 100% criminal.
I would say
this.
It's 100% criminal.
Look. I understand you a Laker, so you was hating Rajon for all that time. But you got to get over you. You got to get over your emotions.
He wasn't.
Rajon Rondo was like
that. We actually
get out your feelings, big dog.
We won because how bad Rondo was.
Oh, cut it out. Cut it out. You won because KG and Kendrick Perkins. That's why you won. Stop lying.
I would say.
You know what happened. But y'all won, and that's all that matters, bro.
Hey, Bobby, hold on real quick. I would say, I agree that Rondo's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't think he has a resume for that. But I think he could edge it out in the Hall of Fame, being a 2-time champ, contributing a lot in the postseason as well, leading the league in assists, All NBA, All Defensive. Then I'm looking at Mitch Richmond and his resume. It's like, if we're going off a resume and everything and what they did in their careers, if Mitch Richmond made it, I'm pretty sure Rondo could make it too.
Dub, I'm willing to bet money. I don't think Rondo would.
Is Steve Kerr in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Nah.
Okay, I see somebody.
He'll
be in the Hall of Fame because of a coach, but not because of
because of coach. But Dub, the feeling I'm getting, I'm telling you something, dog. The feeling I'm getting, I don't think he'll get in, bro. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Hey, Rajon Rondo went to Chicago and was breaking Scottie Pippen's playoff records, but that says
no. I'm with you. Hold on. No.
Where is this coming from? Where is that coming from?
Bob, I'm with you, Bob. I'm just saying I don't think he's gonna get him in, man. I don't think they're gonna put him in, bro. I don't. I think he's gonna be one of them dudes we looked at and say he really got snubbed. I think that they're gonna look at him. I think they're gonna look at him, bro. Just saying, man. I'm just saying, bro. I think he's one of them dudes.
I can see him not getting in, but that's just because of how politics and media, how that type of stuff works. But does he deserve to be in? 100%.
What record did he break us? He only played 2 games in the playoffs for Chicago.
There was some Doris Burke during the game. We talk, how she do it for LeBron. Sometimes she do it for other people.
Oh, you just talking about the ESPN stats?
Yeah, like most
stats. Hey, y'all. So what? So y'all gotta let me know because I'm not really big with the stats. So before I say some stats, y'all let me know which ones count, which ones don't. If ESPN stats don't count, let me know.
No. It's a meme.
I'm new to the stat game. I know you the gatekeeper, so you.
It's a meme like the Dad Young stat where like they specifically pick out certain numbers to align somebody.
Well, look, can we talk about it a little bit, Lo? What is it about Rajon Rondo that you think is keeping him out?
His resume isn't good enough. He doesn't have a good enough resume.
Was it because of the Dallas and Sacramento stints?
It's because post 2010, I don't think his resume is that great. I just don't think it is.
But you gotta include everything, though. If we're talking about Hall of Fame, you got.
But pre 2010 is what, just a championship, because he wasn't an All-Star and All-NBA caliber player at that time either, though.
After 2010.
No, I said pre. I'm saying in 2008 and 2008 and 2009, he wasn't an All-Star caliber player. He wasn't making All-NBA teams, and they didn't win it. They won a championship in 2008, and his contributions in 2008 wasn't that of an All-Star, All-NBA caliber player at that time.
But
and
the Hall of
beyond
Fame,
that,
the Hall of Fame includes all of that. You just can't take that away.
But what I'm saying, I'm not taking it away. I'm just saying what he did after that first ring that would have put him on pace to be a Hall of Famer. It's just not enough. 4 All-Stars, 1 All-NBA caliber, one All-NBA season. It's just not enough.
He led the league in assists 3 times, and he was a still champion.
Hey, first of all,
that's just not enough.
First of all, hey Ron, put that back up, Ron.
Wait, but Mitch Richmond's resume is enough?
Mitch Richmond has more All-Stars, more All-NBA, and a championship.
By 2. And he has more All-NBA.
He has more All-NBA.
Ticket calling your name.
He won a chip on the Lakers. What are you talking about?
Ron, I said put that super chat back up.
Hey, Leaf Diggy.
Rondo
Ticket calling your name.
Put that. Hey, y'all, put that super chat back up. That's a goddamn lie, bro. First of all, I think, and I don't care what nobody say. I'm taking Ray Allen over Steph Curry for a last shot in the game at any point in time. I think Ray Allen. I think Ray. Hold on. Hold on, Marz.
I didn't disagree. I thought you were going to say something else.
Hold on, Marz. Marz, you can put your head down all you want, Marz.
We agree.
You can put your head down all you want.
I agree. Relax. I thought you was going to say something else. That's why
I'm glad you. Hold on. I'm glad you agree because I was going to say this because this is how they're going to do y'all boy dirty. Now I'm telling y'all, when come in 10 years, if Trae Young is still playing, when he breaks Steph Curry record, they're going to disgrace it and make it seem like this dude. And I'm talking about the dudes that's coming after us, that's young, like these cats on the panel is now. They're going to make it seem like Trae Young was the greatest shooter ever by this dude beating stuff. I'm telling y'all this is what they're going to do, right? So that's why I always say when I talk to Chill 10, I say, Chill, you an old dude capping for young cats. Chill, my guy. I'm saying that because I always believe in respecting the dudes that came before you. And the fact that I saw with my own eyes and that they crown Steph Curry and say the greatest shooter ever. But I still think that dude that I hate on the Celtics, that's bull job. I think Ray Allen was a better shooter. And I think Reggie Miller in pressurized situations was the better shooter.
This is
right. Wait. Are you saying better shooter in general or in pressure situations?
No, I said Reggie in pressurized situations, and I'm saying Ray Allen in general. And the reason I say Ray Allen in general, hold on, Lo. Let me finish, Lo. Let me finish. Because this one you got to be out there to understand what I'm saying. The type of defenses that Ray Allen was playing against coming into the league when he was battling Kobe Bryant in his prime, a young Kobe when he's Steph wasn't seeing them type of defenses, bro. That defense y'all see now and say, oh, he getting double. Bro, the defense that he would have seen then, that was way more physical. That was way more, I'm going to knock your ass. I'm gonna put you on your shit. That's a different type of defense that Ray Allen seen when he came in the league playing with the Supersonics, when he came in the league playing with the Bucks. I'm telling y'all this right now. That was still in the league where you still had enforcers on every team. That was still in the league where dudes are still getting bold in their shit.
Do you understand how it affects a guy's shooting when you could check?
I'm telling you. Hey, chill, Town.
Again,
I'm not.
Chill. Keep going, chill. I want you to keep going, but chill.
We're not having this conversation.
It was a reason. Chill, Town. It was a reason why Kobe Bryant was screaming. I figured out how to stop this nigga Steph Curry. He knew that you had to get on that side step. That's right before Kobe got hurt. God bless him. But I'm telling y'all this, bro. Y'all take that stuff out of the equation, and that's the problem I have with Lowe's and Martin, guys. They take out of the equation the physicality. It's easy to say, oh, well, you could adjust this number and adjust that number. Bro, you have to put the physicality back in the game because Ray Allen was playing in an era where it was way more physical, and he was able to hit shots in situations. Bro, like I said, they made a movie after this, man. Call him Jesus Shuttlesworth, bro. That's all I got to say, bro. That's all I got to say, dog.
I see you shake your head, low, but you have to. You and Marz have to.
I'm not acknowledging.
No. This is the fact that you have to acknowledge, though.
I'm not acknowledging nothing.
No. You literally can't blow on a shooter. You can't touch a shooter. You can't look at a shooter.
Facts.
You can't do nothing to a shooter without it being a foul. Back in the day, it was a lot more leniency on being able to defend shooters. You could tap elbows. I remember junior high. I was the defensive stopper. That's how I would get a lot of my stops. Would be tapping a shooter's elbow. You used to be able to get away with stuff like that.
I'm not gonna.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Hey, look. I'm not saying.
Yeah, they want to move on. They don't want to talk about that.
Yes, I really
I'm
don't
not
talk
saying
about
Ray
that.
Allen's a better shooter.
I'm not going to.
He had to shoot under a higher degree of difficulty.
That's fantastic.
Hey, that's the problem.
I'm not even gonna waste time arguing.
Hey, that's the problem with these guys. When you want to have a real conversation, Ron, they want to change the topic. Chill.
Yes.
And that's the Kill Town. You Kill Town,
Yeah,
and you grew up Kill Town, and you grew up in that era. You knew what it was about with Ray Allen when he came up. You know this ain't no cap. What I'm saying, bro. So I'm saying you came up in that era. These dudes ain't see that era like they didn't come up in that era, bro.
I understand.
We don't have to waste time. We don't. We can move on because
we wasting time because you want to be right. You're wrong, sir. You're wrong, and everybody's disagreeing with you. And you and your son want to move on. No, we want to stay right here. Because like
if everyone agrees with you, Ticket, what is that to talk about?
You can use all the little antics and schematics and numbers you want to use. I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen what Steph Curry looked like in this era in the clutch. I've seen him melt down in the NBA Finals. Hold on, chill. Hello, when you're supposed to be the greatest shooter to ever play the game, guess what? Your jump shot's supposed to be there during the game and at the end of the games. And guess what, sir? Ray Allen's jump shot got more lethal when it got to the biggest moments in the history of the NBA. Those are facts. Steph Curry's went down. So all of these shit y'all talk went out the window when it was nut cutting time.
What happened in 2010?
What do you mean what happened in 2010?
What happened to Ray Allen shot in 2020?
He was older. Hold on, you talking about when he was older? I'm talking about when he was in his...
Wait, hold on, Ticket. What do you mean what happened to him? He set a record in the NBA Finals. He had 7 threes in the NBA Finals in game, I think 5.
This is a joke. That's
what you said. You said what happened to him. You said what happened to him.
In the next game, he go like 8.
Ray Allen shot under 30% in that finals. He was egregiously bad from 3. So for Ticket to sit here and say that it always just got better in deeper in the playoffs, no, it didn't. There's several series where Ray Allen underperformed. There's several of them.
Okay, let me ask you one question.
The year before, when they went up against the Orlando Magic, what happened to him then?
Hey, Lo, I just got one question for you, Lo. You can move on, I swear. I got one question. You think Steph Curry could have carried them teams Ray Allen had to carry in this prime?
Carry to what? To what? Which team?
No, I'm saying, you think Steph Curry? Hold on. You think Steph Curry? Hold on. You think Steph Curry, the 4-time world champion, the 2-time MVP, only unanimous MVP in NBA history, do you think he could have carried them same Supersonics and them same Bucks teams that Ray Allen was on helping carry?
He would have been able to carry the Supersonics further than Ray Allen did because Ray Allen only made the playoffs.
Man.
Ray Allen only made the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, one time in Seattle.
Goddamn. Did I tell you this?
Did he not? How did he make it?
Hey, I'm in Seattle right now. I'm from Seattle.
And they also won the playoff series on the strength of him.
That's not what
I didn't lose.
I didn't say they went. He's asking me.
But what I'm saying, what I don't want to turn this into. I don't want to turn this into player for player. No, what we're talking about here is the degree of difficulty. I've already said that the separator is there. I've already said the separator is.
Like Thompson came around.
I said there's no defense for a dude who can accurately shoot off the bounce 25 feet. I can't fight that, and I will not fight that. However, when you're talking about a guy getting affected when he's coming off the screens, getting bopped by bigger guys, that affects my shot later on in games, especially when we going deep into the playoffs. That affects my shot. Ray Allen is the best. I still stand on this logic. He's the best catch and shoot guy I've ever seen. No doubt about that. I
don't mind it.
I still stand. He's the best catch and shoot guy that I've ever seen.
Is he a better shooter than Curry, Chill?
Overall, no. He's the best catch and shoot guy that I've ever seen.
I think so, Chill. I think so, man. You got to equate everything, Chilltown. You got to, because Chilltown, check this out. Now, Low says this, and Low the homie. But if you put Ray in this era, he can destroy these records, bro. You talking about efficiency? Ray's efficiency would have been stupid. Hey, look, if he played in an era where they couldn't touch him, you talking about Jesus Shuttlesworth in his prime coming up that they make out of here, bro.
Right now.
Get out of here, bro.
There's literally no proof that he would be.
Okay, hold on. That's a lie. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the proof right now. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the proof right now. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the proof right now. Chilltown. How many years Steph Curry don't play in the league right now to today?
He's been in the league 14 years.
Yeah.
Okay, last year was his 13th year. He had just passed Ray Allen and Reggie Miller all time in the threes, right?
Correct.
Okay. If Reggie Miller and Ray Allen play in this era, don't you think that their threes, even though the three shot is more prevalent now, don't you think that those records that Steph Curry broken would be out of the stratosphere at this point? Because if he get the year 13, and we can legitimately say maybe Curry plays another three, maybe max 4 years in the league, right? Don't you think that guys like Reggie and those guys who played all those years, don't you think if they played in this era where it was more focused on offense, less defense, less physicality, and those dudes were able to actually get off cleaner, better looks? You understand what I'm saying? Than what Curry is able to get off now, even though he is shooting from deep. But he's able to get better.
I see you shaking your head, Lo, but is it fair to say that Ray Allen would be more featured? The reason why I'm asking you this, Lo, this is all I'm asking you, Lo. I see you shaking your head. Wouldn't he be more featured in the offense today than he did back then?
He would. But even in a league where there's more 3-pointers that are being shot, attempt made than there ever has been, the gap between Curry and everyone else is still substantial. It's still substantial. There's years where Curry is making 50, 70, 100 more threes over a season than everybody else, even though the league has a bunch of other shooters.
Right.
So how many more is he shooting versus what they shot? Because see, Ray and them shooting 40.
Everybody.
No. But Lo, you're judging off a different scale because Lo, let's be honest. The last 3 years, how many threes per game has Steph Curry shot, Doug? 9.
It's probably been 9, 10, but that's applied to game as well.
You looking at Ray Allen? Hold on, you looking at Ray Allen? Ray Allen and Reggie Miller shooting 3.5 to 4.5 threes a game max. Their whole career.
And this is why we have to stop.
I'm saying their whole career. How many threes? Hold on. How many threes Reggie averaged for his career per game?
That's not true.
How many threes did Reggie average per game for his career?
Ray Allen was averaging 6 for his career.
I said Reggie.
Right, but you said both. Ray Allen was averaging 6 for his career. Ray Allen has years where he was averaging 7 to 8 threes for his career, for a season, and while he was playing. What I'm saying is that even in today's league, where even if I were to adjust it for them, even if I gave them a 2, 3, 4% boost, every year they would have to be shooting above 40% from the three. They would have to have seasons where they're shooting 46% from three to outpace what Curry is doing. That's what I'm saying.
Ray Allen shot 5.7 threes per game for his career.
6.
Hold on. 5.7. We going exact, right? Stephen Waddell Curry, Lo. Hold on, Lo. Hold on 1 second, Lo. Steph Curry shoots Lo. Hold on, Lo. Steph Curry shoots 9 threes per game. 9 for his career.
I thought you were going
for his career. No. For his career.
No, say 8.9. Say 8.9.
You just said that, right? That's what you said, right? Okay, let's do it. Okay. So let's do that. Hold on. So Lo. Let's do that, Lo. Let's do that, Lo. Let's do that. So let's do. Hold on, Lo. Let's play your game. Right?
What you said.
So hold on. So Ray Allen shot 6. Curry shooting 9. Because you taking 5.7 and putting in 6. I'm taking 8.9 and putting it to 9, right? Then we talking Reggie. And the reason I said Reggie because he just broke Reggie's record last year. After what? That was his 12th year last year, right?
He broke Ray's record last year.
Oh, he broke Ray's record last year. So, But guess what? Reggie Miller only shot 4.7 threes per game for his career.
And what I'm saying is,
hold on.
Ticket. You're not listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you would have to not only, and that's fine, they can attempt more, but their accuracy would also have to inflate as well because Curry's never.
I agree with you. Hold on. I agree with you. Low. I agree with you, and I'm saying his accuracy would increase based off of this no non-playing defensive error.
And
That's what I'm saying.
And let's further it. Even back in 2013, back when Ray Allen was playing, back when Ray Allen was attempting threes like that, back in 2013, before Curry got to 10 threes a game, where he was attempting 7 like had years where Ray did, Curry was shooting 45% from 3 then in 2013. Ray Allen.
That was a different era defense. That wasn't the same era. That wasn't the same era Ray Allen came in.
I'm not saying
when Ray Allen was shooting. When Ray Allen was shooting.
I'm not
low.
saying
When Ray Allen was shooting 8 threes.
You're not.
Ray Allen was shooting 8 threes a game in 05, bro.
You're not.
Come on, man.
To me. You're not listening to me. You're not listening.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's the same. What I'm saying is we can go further back into different. We can go further back to the earlier 2010s where the defense wasn't the same. Where offensively they were not allowing you to attempt 10 threes a game, where you can tone it down to 7. He has years where you can tone it down to 5, and the accuracy from him is so far removed from practically anyone else who's a volume 3-point shooter at that time that you would genuinely have to believe that they would have to step in here and shoot 46% from 3 every single season.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Would have to say.
So hold on. I got him right now. So that year you talking about, which was in 05-06, Ray Allen shot 8.4 threes per game. This is with the defense in 05. So, Kobe was in their prime. Them niggas was locking up, right? Now, watch this. He shot 41% from the 3 that year. So, and that was when he was shooting 8. Hold on. That was when he was shooting. That's when he was shooting 8. Yes, because, hold on. When Bean and them was in their prime, you know what it was. Because him and Bean and them had a rivalry going on. Let's keep it real. So, like I'm going to say, he shot 41 from the 3 when he shot 8.4. Y'all telling me his percentage wouldn't go up 2 to 3 points in this era?
Even if it did, he would have to then sustain it throughout an entire career ticket.
I'm asking you, hold on. I'm talking about he shot 40 for his career. Hold on. He shot, hold on. Hey, I swear to God. This DOA right here. This DOA right here. He shot, hold on. Right. So time out. You right. So what I'm saying to you is if Ray Allen had the attribute. And then look at this. This is one thing we discount Chilltown. Curry did get a lot of help because teams also had to focus on one of the other top 5 greatest 3-point shooters in NBA history, and that's Klay Thompson. Right or wrong? So now look at this. If you put Ray in that situation, Ray shot 40 from the 3 for his career. Y'all telling me you don't think his average could go up 2 to 3% points if he played in this era that don't play no freaking defense?
I challenge people. We do it after the show.
Ray shot 40 for his career from the 3. 40. The year he shot 3 threes, he shot 41% from the 3 that first year.
We'll go on stream and we'll watch Ray Allen get these wide open looks. Because back then, especially when they were bigs that wouldn't step out, they were not. It wasn't the same level of defense. They were not defending to the same level like they do today. We'll watch it.
Man,
I'm actually watching it right now. I'm watching the Kobe and Ray Allen.
Okay, so low, but he shot
right now.
He shot 40. Hold on, low.
I'm watching it right now.
So low. He shot 40% from the 3 for his career. 40.
No,
and that era, he went through.
I don't think he would shoot 44%. No, I don't.
He went through all the tough era. Hold on, low. You're not gonna do that to me, low, because I know what the hell I'm talking about. He came in the league in '96 when it was real tough, shooting 39 from the 3, low.
You mean 96 when the 3-point line
in 2000
to the basket?
He was shooting 40.
You mean 96 when the 3-point line was closer to the basket?
He shot low. Hold on, low.
Oh, okay.
Low. He shot 42 in 2000, 99, 2000, 43% in 2001, 43% in 2002.
Yes.
So all I'm saying to you is this, and he shot 40 for his career. All I'm saying to you is this, and that was in a tough era where he was playing real hard D. He was shooting 43 from the 3. That's freaking amazing, right?
They weren't playing hard D on the 3-point line.
Are you crazy?
I'm watching it. I'm actively watching it. I'm watching the game that you told me to watch. They're not playing actively hard D on the 3-point line.
Hey, Chilltown. So now they weren't playing hard D back in 99, 2000. Chilltown. When the Lakers was 3-peat, Chilltown, they weren't playing hard defense when the Lakers was 3-peat. Even though the whole freaking Western Conference was a defensive conference. Hey, Chilltown, the whole West was defensive. The Spurs were defensive, Chilltown. The Lakers were defensive, Chilltown. That whole West was defensive. That West was a beast. That West was a monster. You're not gonna lie.
All right, y'all.
The dudes weren't playing D. Sorry.
We keeping it pushing. On to the next super chat.
I said keep it pushing 5 minutes ago.
Andrew G said, Ron, it's getting real uncomfortable. Yes, it is. For people saying Tatum is clearly better than Brown, huh? Brown and Tatum are equally responsible for success. How do we feel about
Tried
this?
to tell y'all. I
I
tried to
disagree.
tell y'all.
I disagree with
Tried
that.
to tell y'all.
JT's better. I mean,
The dude Andrew G, he comes into my comments when I'm on my live all the time. He a Boston Celtic fan, which is ridiculous that he talks the way he talks about Jason Tatum. He'll tell you guys that he wants you to look at Brown the way you look at Jason Tatum, when in reality he has nothing good to say about Jason Tatum. In fact, if it was up to him, he want Jason Tatum off the crew and he want them to run it through Brown. He'll tell you. He won't tell you that though.
Jason Tatum off the team, that's crazy. But I don't think it's as clear cut as people say it is.
I don't think it's a wash neither, but I do think Tatum is better. I don't think it's a wash, but I think Tatum is better. No doubt about it.
who's a better passer?
Between Brown and Tatum,
Yeah,
I think Tatum has become better.
he has become better. Yes.
I think
Who's
he's
better?
become better.
Who's a better ball handler?
Oh, I think Tatum is definitely nicer with the pill.
Who's a better scorer?
I think that Tatum is a better scorer. I think that Jaylen
not-
Brown.
Yeah, it's not
think
far.
that-
But
I don't think it's that far. That's where I'm going with this.
I feel you. And then who's a better defender?
The gap has closed between Brown and Tatum. It used to be like this. It's closed though. It's gotten a lot closer. Yes, it has.
So when a guy who's a number one option, who's better than him, not by a crazy margin, but better than him and more things on the basketball court than not, I don't understand why we just need to sit here and act as if Jaylen Brown has a conversation to be there.
Well, it's not something that we just completely dismissing. No, I ain't doing that. It's not something that we completely dismissing. I mean, how many guys in the league are number 2 and average 27 a game? They're not many.
No, JB's tough. I do say that.
They're not many. Yes. However, when I look at the two of those guys, I think Tatum is the better player.
The scoring gap is closer than the defensive gap.
I just don't think. I see JT's better on more things on the court. He's a number one option on the team. The defense is damn near a wash. So it's like JB doesn't have an argument here. If he doesn't have an argument, like I don't know why we need to keep talking about this.
If the dude Andrew, like I said, he comes into my live streams, and if you let him tell it, he want Jason Tatum off the crew, and we should be running the O through Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
That's and Jaylen Brown, who has his ball handling has improved. It hasn't improved much, but he's still sloppy with the ball. He still makes turnovers. Defensively, as good as he is, he has lapses just like anybody else. And he's also injury prone. Jason Tatum plays way more than him. He's more dependable.
There we go.
All right, fellas. You do see the title of the show. We're gonna go from Boston and we're gonna skip right over to New York and stay on the East Coast.
Oh my God.
The New York Knicks have won 8 out of their last 10 games. They're currently on a 6-game winning streak, and outside of the Bucks are the hottest team in the association. Pirate Hunter 3200 said an all-star averaging 25, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, but Randall's trash.
Who said he was trash? Nobody said he was trash. Nobody said he was trash.
Marz, bring Marz up here too. Bring Marz up here too.
He's talking about he
Julius Randle is a bum.
Yeah.
You think he garbage, Marz?
Well, if I'm being 100% serious, no, of course not. I don't think.
Okay, so what are you basing him being subpar on? Because that's what it sounds like.
Because people try to tell me. I've heard in the last 4 days, I've heard Julius Randle is a top 20 player in the NBA. I've heard Julius Randle is better than James Harden. I've heard Julius Randle is better than Drew Holiday. I've heard Julius Randle is better than Darius Garland. I've heard Julius Randle is better than Pascal Siakam. I've heard all of that in the last 4 days. Julius Randle is not a top 40 player in the NBA. I've gone through a list. Yes, I've gone through a list. Yes, I've done it. I've done it several times. Julius Randle is not a top.
It's coming soon. The clip is coming
Julius Randle
soon.
is not a top 40 player in the NBA. People hear it and think it's crazy.
40 players better than
Marz.
I 100% can. I've done it many times.
I'm all do it, Marz.
Before you do that, Marz, before you do that,
he literally did this like 3 hours ago.
Did he do it already?
Yes. I've done it like 4 different times. People hear the number 40 and they lose their mind, but the NBA is really talented.
Because I know how talented the NBA is, no question about that. But when I think about a guy in Julius Randle, who is, I'm not sure he's the best player on that Knicks team, but I'm not sure he's the best player on that Knicks team, but he's clearly the second best player. I think Jalen
Brunson
Brunson.
Clearly,
Jalen Brunson's the best player in the Knicks. Jalen Brunson's the best player.
I think Jalen Brunson is the best player.
But
I don't think it's clearly. I don't think he's clearly the best player, and I think that's largely due to what Randall did last year in the playoffs. How he just stunk it up. He completely stunk it up in the playoffs, and add that all to the fact that Julius Randle, even though he'll have stretches where he's awesome, but he'll also have stretches where he's historically bad too.
Yo, but it's two things though. It's like obviously like you have the player that's the best player on the team, but then you have a player that is like the engine of the team and makes the team go.
Right.
I think Jalen Brunson is more that. He's a point guard that makes the team better. He makes Julius Randle better. He makes RJ Barrett better some games. He makes those guys better because he's a point guard. I believe Julius Randle's the best talent on that team, though.
What? So what? No. What?
No, whatever you think Julius Randle is, it's not top 40 in the NBA.
It might not be top 40, but this is also what I want to ask you too, though. Do you see like, and I obviously know like the team would be different with these guys on there, but if you said Darius Garland, you said James Harden, and you said somebody else, if you put them on the Knicks, are they the 5 seed this year? Do you believe that they're still playing as good as they play right now?
So Julius Randle is still on the crew. Take Brunson off and put James Harden on that crew.
No. I'm talking about take Julius off.
Okay, so take Julius off and put James Harden on that crew. And James Harden,
but that just doesn't mesh well with Jalen Brunson.
That's what I was saying. I know you have to change up the team, but I'm just saying, like, I think we should commend him for what he's doing this year.
No, he can get nice. Good work.
Oh no! I didn't say that.
Good work, Julius Randle. You're having a good
conversation. I'm not gonna hold you.
You can give Julius Randle credit for nice. He's having a good season. He's still not top 40 in the NBA. I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry, Ron. You were moving along with the super chat.
And if you want the list, it's on Open Gym. Just go watch Open Gym.
I'll make sure I check it out, Marz.
The clip will be there soon.
Be ready for the clip to come in probably like 2 or 3 days.
I'll make sure that I check that out because I'm trying to think in my head 40 guys better than Julius Randle. Wow, that means he's closer to top 50 than top 10. Yikes.
He is.
100%.
Look. So while we're still,
and I'm not gonna lie, Showtown.
Yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis. We definitely need to have that conversation about him being better than Julius Randle, bro. I'm so serious. Bro. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, Chill. Like, don't you just watch his game and you're just like, ugh.
I don't think it's ugly. No, I don't think that. I don't think his game is ugly. No, but I just think that Julius Randle, he's got a rough and rugged game, but also with some finesse too, that balances out how rough and rugged his game is. And he's left-handed, which makes him even more difficult to guard. Left-handed players are way more difficult. Add all of that up with the fact that Julius is a bit of 6'9", plays on the perimeter, plays down low. He's a lot more versatile than you give him credit for. I'm thinking to myself, wow, 40 players? But Marz, I'll make sure that I check that out though, Marz.
Dub, at some point though, you gotta stop just looking at the way he plays and just look at his production. Like how
No, Ron. No, Ron.
We know Ron's the box score guy. We know he's the box score guy. We know he's the
nobody say something like that.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Because it's not. Is he crazy inefficient?
He's about average.
So that's not what I'm getting at. I'm not saying like, oh, let's stop looking at the turnovers, let's stop looking at the bad shots and stuff like that. No, I'm saying stop looking at the fact that you think his game's rugged or you think his game's ugly or you don't like the way he dribbles. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about who else in the league is able to average 25, 10, and 5. I don't care how ugly it looks. I don't care. I don't care if he's shooting mid-range shots that you don't like. I'm saying he's still balling. That's all I'm saying is he's still balling.
That's fine. Discount the ugly part. I don't think Julius Randle is a number one option where his game could translate in the postseason so that it could be sustainable for playing at this high of a level. And I don't even think that he would succeed. Yes. Okay. I don't think there's a lot. I don't think he can even do that as a second option on the team at that high of a level. So at the end of the day, it's not even just about the way it looks. Just the game just doesn't seem like to translate to winning basketball, especially in the postseason, and they showed that in the playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks. There was no reason for him to have. There was no reason.
Translate in the playoffs. We're sitting up here. Time out. We're sitting up here talking about whether Jokic
DeMar DeRozan's
still bad in the playoffs.
That's the question with
That's
Jokic
where I
right now.
kind of.
Hey, Low, don't start, Low. Don't
Boy,
start,
DeMar,
Low.
boy, that
Low.
hey,
Do not
DeMar
start,
is the
Low.
definition of no playoff translation. Boy, that man. Woo,
Anyway.
boy.
As you were saying, Ron.
I'm with you. There could be players who play ugly. Like I don't think a lot of people like some of the skills of Giannis, but he's just so dominant. So who cares? Like, bro, I'm sorry. His game is just not it. It's not. It's just not. I'm sorry.
Most definitely.
But why?
Go ahead.
I just said
Because Doug, you did admit just the other day that you know, because the way it looks, and you said that you value vanity. So
I mean, I'm messing with you though. You know that. Hey,
all right,
man.
so we gonna keep it pushing. We got it. We talked about him a little bit, but we got to talk a little bit more about this performance. This was an all-time performance from Dame Dollar. Dom X said with the recent Dame 71 performance, he had the most efficient 60 and 70-point games. Is it safe to say that he's the second best shooter of all time?
Allegedly, that's Steph Curry. I mean,
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently, Jalen Green wasn't there to lock him up, so the 71 doesn't really count. But I don't think he's the second best shooter. I don't think he's the second best shooter of all time. No, I don't.
No, I don't think he is either. Having games, having great games, historic games, does not usurp the other 81 games that you play in the season for us to get a barometer on who you are as a player. He's up there as a shooter. I think he's like a top, just to be safe, top 7 or top 10 shooter of all time. But no, he's not a top.
I do think the case he makes for himself is valid. Like if you judge shooting based on the variety of shots you can take and make and the degree of difficulty, I think you would have to say he's top 2, top 3 in that realm. I don't do it like that, so that's why he's not top 2 for me. But the case he makes for himself, I think, is a pretty valid one.
And I don't do it like that neither. And I think a lot of these guys, they base it strictly on him shooting the long ball. They don't go with the in-between game. They don't go about any of that other stuff. They just go strictly off him shooting the long ball, which I can appreciate him being one of the best three-point shooters of all time. But shooting the long ball, the degree of difficulty, coming off screens, shooting in the mid-range, being able to get your shot off of a guy in the mid-range, being able to get your shot off against a guy further away from the basket, those things all matter. It's not just shooting the long ball and throwing the ball between your legs. It's not just that. Now, that might be the separator when you're going up against a guy where the other things match up, but those other things don't match up with Damian Lillard. I don't think Damian Lillard got a better mid-range game than Jordan. I don't think he got a better mid-range game than KD, right? So I don't think he got a better mid-range. I don't think he got a better mid-range game.
Not even up for debate.
I don't think he got a better mid-range game than Bryant, right? So because he doesn't have that the fact that he shoot the long ball, I don't think that this propels him to the top of the list of shooters. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that I do think that Damian Lillard is a great shooter, but I don't think that just propels him to the top of the list.
Can I
to be fair to Dame, this year he has been amazing from it though. To be fair to Dame, I think this is the only year though. But yeah.
About just scoring in general.
Talking about scoring or 3-point?
No, mid.
Oh, okay. My bad.
As a scorer in the NBA, and I want to hear in the NBA and all time more tier, but in the NBA right now, where does Dame rank just as a scorer?
Top 10.
As a score, top 10.
Yeah, as just a flat out bucket.
It might be a little higher than that.
As like
I'm playing the same.
You talking about
KD, Embiid, Steph Curry is the top 3 scorers in the NBA in my opinion.
KD.
Today.
Yeah, I think they're the best 3 scorers in the NBA. Then outside of that, Luke is a better scorer than Dame in my opinion. That's 4.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, Marz. I don't know.
You guys don't think Luke is a better scorer?
That's wait. Let's say that's 4. All right, that's 4. Who else? Because after that,
he might be 5th. He's a better scorer than Jason Tatum.
That's what I'm saying. It might be.
He's a better scorer than Jason Tatum.
Trae Young,
I
Jimmy
think he's a better scorer
Butler,
than.
Devin
I
Booker,
think he's a better scorer than
Donovan Mitchell. He better than all them dudes.
Is he a better scorer than Giannis to you guys?
Yes.
To me, he is.
No, wait. Chill didn't answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Chill.
Think
about Giannis when he turns his brain off.
Stop.
No.
Stop, man.
And who said that?
That's what Chill said. Chill said when he turned his brain off, he's just as good offensively as Jokic.
I think anybody who turns their brain off is like damn near God tier. I'm not.
Man. He turned his brain off, man.
He might be fifth.
You feeling it? You all?
I think he might be fit.
The reason I'm taking Luka over Dame is because I think Luka's playoff translation has
I don't even play ball like that. But
fair.
When I'm not thinking, shit, I'm making everything.
People in the chat are saying Kyrie. I got Dame over Kyrie.
No,
That's a
Kyrie
good
is
one,
laughable.
Kyrie nice.
You guys think so?
And here's the thing, Ron. I know what you're looking at. You're looking at how nice Kyrie is with the peel, but Kyrie doesn't do the things that Damian Lillard does. Not just finishing
What
at
does
the
Dame do that
basket.
Kyrie doesn't
First
do?
of all, what does Dame do that Kyrie doesn't do?
Yeah.
I think both of them finish at the rim just as well. I think that Kyrie Irving, I think his mid-range game, I think Damian Lillard mid-range game is just as good. I think he shoot the long ball better than Kyrie Irving, though.
Okay,
I do think he shoot the long ball better than him, and I think he makes tougher shots.
Yes.
In the not just in the mid range, but also at the long ball line. I think he makes tougher shots than Kyrie Irving.
I think the biggest
I don't
difference for
know.
me is
Kyrie
that Dame
makes
is better
crazy
again.
Kyrie's
Yeah.
nuts.
Dame just gets to the free throw line much more than.
And he gets to the stripe too. He
That's
does
it.
get to the stripe.
And also as a lead option, I haven't
Yeah.
seen Kyrie translated to the postseason.
What about Kawhi?
and
People in the-
even Kawhi
Yes,
is
yes.
the same problem with Kawhi is the free throw line.
No, does it matter about consistency too? I mean, because
Yeah, I'm about to say the volume.
Yeah, because Damian Lillard he's been nice in terms of being a bucket getter for a long time. Like, how long has Leonard been that guy in terms of getting buckets?
2017.
Yeah,
maybe
but so 2017,
2019?
2018 he wasn't healthy. So 2017, 2019, 2020, 2021, and then this year. So 5 years.
Dame
is about from 2017 till now, and then we can't count.
He missed
2022.
Yeah,
2022. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this would be 6 years for Dame. So 6 to 5.
And I like.
Well, if you want to, let me say that back.
Let
me say that back. Go to let me go to 2016. 2016 will make 7 years for Dame.
I was going back to 2015 to be honest with you. That's how far back. That's how far back I was going.
2016.
I was going back to 20. I was going back to 2015.
2015, we going a little bit. That's not.
That's when he played with LaMarcus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he was a 21 point scorer. That volume isn't enough for me.
My biggest issue with Damian Lillard scoring is simply the playoff translation. That's my biggest issue. That's why I might favor Kawhi. Jokic doesn't have the volume in my opinion.
Hold up, but Chill didn't answer the question. Chill never answered the question. Who's the better scorer, Giannis or Dame?
If he turned the brain off, I mean, come on now, you know who it is.
Yeah, that's Michael Jordan from the mid range right there.
Dame.
Okay. Cool.
Why?
Wait, so is Dame a better offensive player than Giannis? Wait, is Dame a better offensive player than Giannis?
Oh, y'all guys are nasty, bro.
Let's do it.
I just want to know.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Let's do it.
man,
Is
go
Dame a
ahead.
better offensive player than Giannis?
I don't think he's a better offensive player than Giannis. No.
So Dame scores better. Does he play make better than Giannis? Or is
No, I
Giannis
don't
better?
think so. No, I don't think he
Is he
plays.
a better passer than Giannis?
I'm not going to go that far. I think that those two guys. And if he is a better passer, I think it's like by a hair.
Why is Giannis better then? Why is Giannis a better offensive player then?
I don't think the Giannis. I don't think that.
Yo,
I
Chill,
don't
they've been
think
trying
it's
to
that
line
far.
you up all day.
And I know it. Come on.
I just thought of it. I heard you say Dame was a better scorer. I was like, oh, okay.
It's been a
So
bad episode for Chill. I apologize, bro.
No, wait.
I think you're holding your own, Chill.
I'm not afraid of these dudes.
I don't know if you hold your own, bro.
Yes, I am.
The Isaiah Thomas was a wild hill. I'm not gonna.
Wait, why? But why is Giannis a better offensive player? If
Why is Dame a better offensive player? Explain that. You want to put me in the hot seat?
he answered your question.
You want to put me in a hot seat? You want to put me in a hot seat? Why is Dame a better overall offensive player? When I think about Giannis as an overall offensive player, when I think about what he does in terms of his gravity, getting to the basket, beating up on big guys, drawing in other defensive players, kicking it out to Middleton, kicking it out to Connaughton, getting other guys involved in the offense like he does. Not only that, in the playoffs, when it translates into playoffs, right? Like it does. Not just scoring, but all the other stuff. I think Giannis is a better overall offensive player than him.
Okay, I can respect the playoff translation.
Yeah, the playoff translation is my biggest issue with Dame. But I think Dame's a better playmaker and passer than Giannis. In my
Is the
opinion.
playoff translation the only reason though?
Yeah, playoff translation is the
That's
whole
a
reason
very
why
important-
I'm lower on Dame.
No, I'm
than
just
most
asking.
people.
I'm just asking.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just asking.
Yeah, that'd be my hesitation as well. Dame gets in the postseason, and outside of drop coverage from Jokic that 1 year, and then playing drop coverage from Steven Adams and Russell Westbrook trying to defend him. Those are really the only 2 years where
outside of the first round, don't worry. Just
series,
outside of the
yeah.
first round.
Don't you
It's
think
looking
part of
kinda
that
nasty for
though?
Dame.
Don't you think part of that is his supporting cast too? Like, let's say Dame had just for instance, Devin Booker. If he had another go-getter next to him, don't you think that'd relieve some of the pressure off of him?
Yeah, but
if Dame had another go-getter,
Yeah.
He did. He had a 20 a game guy in McCollum. He averaged 20 a game for 6 years. So he did have that.
Yeah, but
I don't think CJ's a needle mover. I'm not gonna lie.
But
he averaged 20 a game for 6 years. What other guy? So let's go down the list. How many guys?
So I'm gonna say, does Giannis have that? You saying Chris Middleton's a go-getter?
That year where they won the championship?
Well,
you guys remember people were saying that Chris Middleton was a better.
People were wrong,
and they were wrong.
Yeah, people were
wrong. They were 1,000% wrong. But Dame's never had somebody up to that level to even play in the playoffs to even make you consider that. Hey, maybe Dame might not be the best player on the team.
What do you think Chris Middleton averages? What are you saying?
Chris Middleton averages over 20. I think he was averaging like 21 a game.
That's what I'm saying. But so does CJ. So what are you saying there? What do you mean?
It's a little different though. It was a little.
The 21 is felt different. Like
it's a little.
No, but time out. So are we admitting that
21 is
ever
definitely
played up to that level in the playoffs?
No, I think Chris Middleton's better than CJ McCollum. Like,
I think, but I don't think the gap in scoring and offense is as wide as y'all are trying to make it out to be.
They actually have very similar games.
In a year in which they made it to the conference finals, Portland.
Giannis had Drew Holiday too, though. Why are you discounting that?
Yeah.
But he specifically said if you put another go-getter, like an offensive go-getter alongside him, does it alleviate? And I don't think. Drew Holiday's not.
Ron was saying, I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
could have said AD. I could have went to the highest pinnacle and said
AD.
Ron,
I know what Ron's meaning to say, as in having another guy that can actually gravitate, draw some double teams. Like CJ McCollum's good, but I don't think CJ's that guy where teams are sitting here like, oh no, I gotta double him up.
And Chris Middleton is.
But he had Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday having a good series, so I mean that alleviates.
Drew Holiday was having great series offensively.
Like shooting, he's
a threat on the court.
We can't leave out CJ McCollum having great series. I mean, if you remember that Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets in 2019, I mean, he basically saved them. So it wasn't like Dame wasn't very good in that series.
I'm about to say, in that entire series, CJ, you could easily argue was better than Dame in that 2019 series.
You can make that argument.
Yeah, he shot better from the field behind the yard. CJ averaged 26 points in that series.
Yes,
26.
Completely dominated Jamal Murray.
You know what? This is what we got because he was. I'm gonna because I don't remember the series like that, so I'm gonna rewatch that.
I do.
Series.
Yeah,
I do.
So were they sending double teams to CJ McCollum like that?
In fact, not only
were they sending double teams to Chris Middleton.
Nah, bro, you gotta have a guy that at least has some type of.
Well, wait a minute.
Chris Middleton has. What are we talking about?
Nah, I'm with y'all that Giannis could be the better scorer though. Let's be real. Like I'm with y'all there, but even then. But even then, he's going up against. He was going up against in that time Atlanta Hawks. Like, let's be real. Come on, the Atlanta fucking Hawks.
You don't like Capella?
That goes against Chris Middleton as well. The run, what you're about to say right now goes against Chris Middleton as well.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I'm with y'all with the Giannis. He could be better than Damian Lillard.
Just keep talking.
I think Dame.
Atlanta Hawks,
better offensive player.
Yeah, I think Dame.
Brooklyn Nets.
I think the argument for
Phoenix Suns
being a better scorer, I think you can make that for Dame.
Okay, so wait, why? Okay, why though? Because of the playoff translation. Okay, that's fine. That's a fair argument. I think that's a fair.
Yeah, that's my. I've said I think Giannis' offensive game for me is overrated. I don't think he's top 5 in the NBA.
I don't think he's a top 5 offensive player either.
And I don't think
that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about.
Well, you said when you turn his brain off, he's on par.
First of all, Marz was the one who broke that. Marz is the one who brought up the turning off your brain when I watched him play. Marz is the one.
I saw the Chilltown episode. I saw you. I saw what you said, Chill. You said that.
I did say that, and I still when he turns his brain off, he's a lot better as a scorer.
No, but he's on par offensively with Jokic, though.
We already had this conversation. We're not doing this again.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But when we say he's a top 5 offensive player, I don't think Giannis is anywhere near closing that argument. I just think offensively,
and that's not what we were talking about. What we were talking about is we're talking about Damian Lillard and Giannis as a scorer, and then Marz asked me, is he a better offensive player? And then I don't know how we got to he a top 5 offensive player. Oh, we were talking about top 5 scorers in the game, and as of right now, I'm not sure we can name 5 guys better than Damian Lillard as a scorer because we already got off the. Tatum's not as good as him as a scorer. He's better than Donovan Mitchell, better than Book. Better than Trae Young. So when you get those other 4 guys that you said before him, I'm trying. I can't. I'm not sure that I can name 5 guys.
It was between Giannis and Dame for the 5th spot.
Giannis brings a whole other aspect to the game, though.
We're just talking about score. We're just talking about scoring. No,
yeah, I know.
I'm talking about scoring. And I think that
too, because Giannis, you got to remember, Giannis gets that ball off the glass and push the break.
Yes,
he
he
can
does.
go coast to coast. He's a threat there. He's a threat on the offensive glass. He's a threat in places where you don't even think about Damian Lillard. Where Dame, you know, not to say that Dame's not gonna kill you, but once Dame gets that one shot up, if he misses, that's it. Giannis, he miss a mid-range shot. You got to make sure to get a body on it because he can come get the offensive glass, go back and dunk on you. There's just different aspects of his game to make him a little more dangerous, if you ask me.
No, for sure. I mean, but that's applicable to for Dame as well. There's aspects on the floor where Dame is a threat, and Giannis, you don't even contemplate.
The three ball, and that's it.
Mid-range 3. And
so anything outside of 15 feet.
Anything outside the paint,
and the
free throw line. Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you low. This comp that Giannis going up against is not moving me, bro.
See, the thing is, I think Giannis.
You got Damian Lillard going up against Golden State, and then the Pelicans
and in the times in which Giannis does go up against defensive comp, like Miami, go look at his numbers.
What?
But time always
underperforms against Miami.
That's Lou's point. That's Lou's point.
That's the point.
That's his point.
Oh no, you have. We're not talking about Damian Lillard versus Giannis anymore.
No, when Giannis goes up, you said how Giannis comp doesn't move you. I agree in some regards, and then make it even worse when he does go up against defensive comp, his numbers drop. Like a lot.
It drops.
Like a lot.
Yeah. 100%.
Giannis is still maybe the best player in the world, though.
That's fine.
There we go.
Let's keep it pushing. We got a million super chats to dive into. Jason the Kid said Kobe and MJ both have losing records without another star player by their side. LeBron has a positive record without another star player. Let it make sense.
Losing record where? The regular season or what?
You got to be saying playoffs.
I want to say this, and I forgot to say this because we got caught up in the Dame topic. Dame had 71, and it's like nobody. Joe, you said this before, like 20 points or like 25 points don't really mean nothing like that anymore. 70 points don't hit the same way it used to anymore, too, which is crazy to me. Remember when D-Book dropped 71? Everybody was on it.
I was kind of on that one though.
Everybody was on it, but now
that 70 was cool. But I was like,
y'all
down by 40.
Anytime, I don't.
He went for 70. That's a big deal.
I agree. It's a big deal.
Actually, I'm more excited about what Dame just did than.
Yeah, I just never that 70-point game. Like it wasn't on the Kobe 81, the David Robertson 70 points. Like I
don't think
I think it's the worst 70-point game of all time. But it's still
I think the David Robinson one is the worst 70-point game.
Yeah, but you hate David Robinson, so that doesn't mean.
All I'm saying,
I hate when coaches take their starting 5 out to allow David Robinson to score 70 in the final game, and the game is already decided. And David Robinson is still out there. Oh, okay, all right.
My boy,
just for people who don't know that's what happened in that game. They took out the starters so David Robinson can continue to go out there and score.
My good buddy Terry, he was on that Clippers team.
All I'm saying is like that 70-point don't hit the same, bro. Even though D-Book was the worst one, everybody was gassing that up more than what Dame just did right now.
It's because Jalen
Green didn't play. I'm telling you, Jalen Green was
no such thing as a bad.
It's not, and not only is it not only is there no such thing, Dub. We talking about a dude who I see where you're going with it, Dub. It's not as big a deal as it should be.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
And it should be a way bigger deal than what it is. I mean, I watched the game and I'm like, yo, this dude going for 70. What are we talking about here? And why is everybody talking about
Booker? How do you score that many points and your team lose?
They were down like 30 the whole time.
They were down by 30. I might say they were still just going out there.
They had no chance of winning.
Y'all remember that?
No, I'm not saying I expected them to win. I'm saying the Suns were losing by such a wide margin. They were just praying. Let's get something out of the game. Let's get Devin Booker 70 points.
Which is even crazier.
Let's get 70 points. Let's get him as many points.
Here's the point I'm trying to make. You can be feeding one guy all game. It's been plenty number one options that have shot 30, 40 shots, but it's still hard to get 70 points.
No, we're not saying it's not hard.
In any dynamic. I don't care if you're playing against middle.
Wait, Ron.
No, see, this is the thing. We're not saying Devin Booker is
something that nobody.
We're not saying
I'm not arguing with you guys. I'm making a point that it's more impressive than it. Like it should be talked about more. I think we should hold this in high regards.
Yeah,
I agree. I think we all agree it's a great game. We're saying in comparison to other 70-point games,
Yeah,
It's in the lower tier.
he's
That's it. It's
broke-
still in the
he's
upper tier of all
brokest-
games.
He's a brokest
I
millionaire.
get what you're saying.
He's a brokest
I'm
millionaire. That's all.
I'm not
he
gonna
is. He's a
for
brokest
sure.
millionaire. That's what
You
he
know
is.
That
what?
sounds
My
crazy,
bad.
bro.
My bad. I shouldn't have brought this up. My bad.
No,
My
no,
bad,
but you're
guys.
right though, Dub. I agree
My
with
bad.
you. We kind of just got to the point. And
How long did
after
we
the
move on
weekend,
from Donovan Mitchell, Sevi?
I made a whole video about that
Because
So
Luca
I
had
was-
that
I was
60-point
excited.
triple-double like maybe a night later or something. So people.
It was before. Luca had it
Oh.
before.
Yeah, Luka
Yeah,
did that
Donovan,
before he
Donovan Mitchell didn't get a lot of coverage on his Sevi either. As much as it
I
probably
ain't gonna lie.
should've.
I made a whole video about it, so I can't.
Are you about to make a video about this 70-point game?
No, because everything I'll be saying will be the exact same thing.
And because Jalen Green didn't play, so
Please stop.
Jalen Green.
All right, y'all. On to the next super chat. TMF Willie said, "Dub, listen to what Ticket's saying. He spit facts about your King James. Put it out your mind because it's fantasy Chris Paul, not in the top 5."
LeBron on the Blazers would have a better record.
He probably
They probably would. More spacing. More spacing.
worse defense.
Hey,
No
bro.
rim protection.
Yeah.
Garbage
That's weak
rebound.
as hell.
Duh,
That's weak
You
as
you
hell.
guys really fighting that? You really think that they want to be in the play-in?
I think
If
they'd
we-
be in damn- I
one-
think they'd be
maybe
in
one
damn near
game-
the same spot.
One
Was
game, I
LeBron?
guess.
Was
One
LeBron?
game?
Nah, y'all wildin', bro. I'm not.
One.
Have
game,
you
I
watched
guess.
Have you watched the Trailblazers?
Have you watched LeBron?
I have, but
chill. Let me chill
listen,
before Ron
LeBron,
come at me.
LeBron
Let me
James,
chill.
y'all not going to tell me that LeBron on the Blazers would sit here and not have that team in the.
I think that's exactly what we're telling you,
That's
Dub.
literally what we're telling you.
I don't-
If you want to
Like,
say, if you wanna
word
say
for
they've had
word,
one
Dub,
more
that's what
win
we're
than they have
saying.
now, and therefore they be the 10 seed, I mean,
Nah, I don't agree.
So wait, how you think they'll be deep in the playoffs? Like you think they'll be like the 6 or 7 seed?
Oh, 7-6, yeah.
so right now
No.
they're 2 games back of 7, I think. So they'd have 2 more wins. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, probably. Oh wait, they're yeah. Then
Especially with LeBron missing as many games as he's missed.
I think him and Dame have missed the same amount of time, to be fair.
The thing about it is, it's like Dame would rather have had AD for the time that Bron has had AD. I know AD.
Yeah, if Dame was on the Lakers,
But
they'd
if-
have a
but
better
They'd be
record
way
than the
better. They'd be
Lakers.
way better. They'd be way
but
better.
if he had AD for just that many games, he would take that over his next best player for the full season.
And make sure we clear on the difference between being a better player and playing better. Those two things are not the same thing.
Dame is playing
Right.
better this year.
For sure.
I don't
playing better.
care.
You don't care.
If you
Wow.
don't care, then that's
care.
I'm kind of
Wow,
Dub.
wow.
Hey, believe
I
it or not,
don't
believe it
care.
or not, Dub, I'm kind of with you on this one.
That's because you
know you
pushing
know.
that Bron agenda.
I think Bron.
Yeah.
I think Bron can do more heavy lifting
Ron,
than
that's
Dame
that's
will.
because you pushing
Yeah,
that Bron
because LeBron's still the
2018
same guy he was 10
agenda,
years
bro.
ago.
Come off that.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
LeBron
Ron will have that team as a 7.
Ron, is he gonna start shooting 40% for 3 to bring up that 3-point average this year?
He's gonna start shooting 40, and it's
would
gonna
probably-
be it's gonna be close to 50. 40, 90.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it would
nah.
probably.
Bron
I'm not
finna
gonna
shut it down
lie.
this season.
I'm
Bron
not gonna
done.
lie.
He finna shut it
I'm
down
not
for
gonna
the
lie. It probably might go up because then he wouldn't have to be shooting the way that he was shooting in the beginning of the year because he has guys like Anthony Simons and like Jeremy Grant who shoot the ball for him.
Yo, they saying he out for
Oh
3
wait,
weeks.
just said that though. Yeah, he is out for 3 weeks.
If
Oh,
Bron
he
out-
done. He done.
Bron
I
out
think
for
he
3
done
weeks,
for the
he's
season,
not,
to be
he's not
honest
coming
with you.
back. He's done. He's hanging.
I've never seen nobody say, "Hey, yo, man, I think it popped," and then continue to play the game. I was
Hey,
like,
that's
bro,
OG.
just sit him out, bro. I was getting flashbacks of Kobe. I was like, bro, sit him out, bro. What is going on?
He's showing he's
right
mentally tough. He plays through pain.
now? Man, stop, bro.
I mean,
Stop.
there's different kind of pops. There's differences between a pop and a crack. You know what I'm saying? He just
And there's difference between hearing a pop and feeling a pop.
right.
Those
I know,
two
but
things are not the same thing either.
something clearly happens. He's out for 3
Right.
weeks. So for you to not like go sit down, just go sit down.
Man, he fighting for his life right now. His life is on
He
the
really
line.
is. It
Oh
really
no,
is.
I get that, but hey,
Bron's
man.
life is on the line, bro. He's not trying to go out.
On top of that,
That's the
at his
difference
age,
between Bron
like-
and AD. That's the difference between Bron and AD.
And on top of that, he's played at such a high level for such a long time that we can just expect him to keep doing this and completely leaving out the
Yeah.
fact that James is old. The dude is not 25 years old anymore.
Ron expect that. I don't. I'm fine.
This
with
dude is
him.
almost 40 years old, B.
I'm
And you
good
expect
with
him to keep
taking a
doing
step
what
back.
he's doing. He's
No.
doing what he's doing, Ron, but he's doing it in stretches. You think that this dude could do this for an 82-game season? There's a reason why he's breaking down, Ron. The reason why he's breaking down, because he's old.
Yeah, if you're that guy, you don't get old.
Damn.
If you're that guy.
Stop. Okay, you're trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling.
If you're that guy.
Y'all tap in and chill with chill tomorrow. We'll speak on that
Yes, we
all
will.
the time.
Yes, we will.
Tap into Chill with Chill. Tap into Players Choice.
Father
in the
Time
morning.
did win this year, man. Okay.
Lo, do you have any plugs that you would like at this moment?
No, what?
No,
I
any
have
shows?
plugs. I have
You
plugs.
have any shows?
Turn the light back
That you-
on, Dub.
Yeah, damn, Dub, what happened?
Yeah,
I can't see.
yeah,
I can't see. I
yeah,
can't see
yeah,
your
yeah,
ice
yeah.
anymore. I can't see your ice, Dub.
Hold on. There we go. I muted you, low. Shh. You got enough plugs. You got enough clout. So to my channel.
What I want to say is to all the viewers out here watching this and all the Players' Choice viewers and whatnot, you can get your name displayed across the bottom of the panel if you join our new GOAT tier. So you guys look out for that. Also, your YouTube comments will be made a priority if you join our Superstar tier too. But we'll talk about that some more in the future. You guys will learn about it soon. Let's get on to the next super chat.
Ron, you still not gonna read all the super chats? Even if
Still
they're
not gonna do
priority,
it.
you still
If you would shut your big black ass mouth,
Still
I'll
not
read
gonna
them.
do it. Still not gonna do it.
Michael
Still ain't gonna
Nooner
get
said.
L host.
Michael Nooner said.
Sub L host. Sub L host chat. He ain't trying to
Hey,
get all
he
y'all
Throw
super
that in the
chats.
chat.
To be fair, that's why.
You get your black ass
That's
out of here,
wild.
Lo. You got something to say?
He got like he be having the most super chats out of everybody, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
He done got off the show.
Yo, chat, I'm trying, but you see? Now say L Ox.
He called me
L
and
Ox is
told me that
crazy.
he don't care about the super chats. He said, fuck them super chats. I ain't reading nothing. He told me this out of his own mouth.
That's
I
crazy.
wouldn't lie to you.
Hey,
told me
hey,
this
hey,
is
chat,
crazy.
hey, chat. You see why you can't catch a case with everybody?
Oh.
Hey, look, check it out. Hey, I can't even creep with guys like this. You know, hey, you know the D'Angelo Russell type thing. You remember that?
Oh.
Yeah, you see. But
That's what he just did, huh?
I'm gonna mute my mic.
Let's move on to the next super chat. Michael Nooner said, major salute to this panel and this pod. I stopped watching First Take and Undisputed because of this. Y'all truly basketball. Y'all truly talking basketball. Also, y'all have an OG, chill, vibing with the young. Major salute.
Man, I salute OG.
Don't salute Chill for that. He should be doing that, man. That should be a
salute Chill,
responsibility, man. For every guy that gets older, bro, you should surround yourself with some young heads. That's
the only reason. That's the only way I stay connected to the game. I can't stay connected to the game if I'm surrounded by dudes my age, because we thinking like dudes that when we played or when we was watching the game. I got to know what's going on in today's game, and I got to know how young dudes like you dudes think, and I got to understand your logic. I'm not just going to be like, Dub, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Well, wait a minute, Dub. Why you feel like this? Marz, I know that you, well, Marz, why do you feel like this about this? And then maybe I can give you a different perspective on how you see things, just like you can give me a different perspective. It's not just, Marz, you don't know basketball, you 12 years old, shut the hell up and listen. No, it's not.
even though that's what he should do, but continue.
He need to.
I know somebody that does. Reggie Reg said, hey, chill. Did you know LeBron still lags behind Jordan in offensive rebounds after 20 years? That's offensive.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Reggie Reg, because I thought to myself, yo, Reggie Reg, should I accept being insulted for $5? But then I thought to myself, wait a minute. I live in the most expensive space in your head. So I'm maintaining that, which means that you spending all your money on that anyway. That's why you only got $5 to insult me. So I'm good. It's all right.
We still appreciate the $5.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So we'll take your 5 bits. Thank you, brother.
I would like to say though, isn't that kind of wild though? He doesn't have more offensive rebound than MJ. Isn't that kind of wild?
I do want to say I've never liked the idea that when people say, "Oh, LeBron's better than MJ," they just automatically say LeBron's a better rebounder. I've never liked that. I think it's a genuine conversation between who rebounds the ball better between them. I just wanted to say that, but
I think Jordan also still has more steals. And if I'm not mistaken,
he does.
When they play the same amount of games, he also had more blocks. So the idea that like statistically LeBron is just dominating MJ or just better than MJ, it's relatively close when you actually look at it.
Right.
Damn.
Shout out to LeBron though, still my pick.
Without a doubt, man. But I mean, he barely topped 15, man.
Yeah, he ain't never Bill Russell.
Facts.
7 rings away.
Nor John Havlicek.
And
He cheated the league. He cheated the league.
Speaking of Bill Russell's time, Pirate Hunter 3200 with another super chat. He said, I want to know what will Wilt do in different eras of basketball, 90s, 2000s, present, and what would players from those eras, Hakeem, Ewing, Dwight, Embiid, etc., do in his era?
I hate these questions.
I'm not answering this question at all.
Yeah, if I answer this question how I truly feel, I'm going to be called disrespectful. So Wilt Chamberlain is the top 10 player of all time, in my opinion. I'm going to leave it at that.
I'm not going to hold you, bro. 2000s? Woo! God bless his soul. Oh, man. 90s? I don't know, bro. Nah, you got that.
Shout out to Wilt Chamberlain, though.
Sorry.
Top 10 player of all time,
I
in my
can't.
opinion.
Shaq would kill him. Oh my god.
Chamberlain.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
See, Dub, you didn't have to say anything. Just say
Dub,
he's
why
an
you
all-time
say-
great and leave it at that.
Oh man, he could be all-time great, but damn, facing up against those guys, I don't know how he would do, man.
Keegan
None of us
Akira
here watched
said-
him though. We gotta be real. None of us here watched him.
I was not around when Chamberlain was playing. I was not.
Yeah, I've only watched the film that's available on the internet.
I
so-
showed up the year Chamberlain retired. That's when I showed up. So
Damn, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Jesus. That's a long
God
time.
damn.
That's
Shit.
a long time.
Oh my God.
Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty.
God damn.
I know that's at 19.
What's that,
1973,
Yeah.
something like that. That's crazy.
You got some mileage on you, boy. God.
Wait, 1972?
1973.
That's not. That's not.
1973.
Oh no, that's not that bad. That's not that
What you mean
bad.
it's not that bad?
He
That's
like
not that
my
bad.
father.
How
Nah,
do-
he like
how do
45.
you-
That's
He
at
like
50.
he like
Would y'all
45.
shut y'all young asses up?
That's at
I
50.
just turned. I
That's
just
like
turned,
10
I just-
times. That's
I
like
just
10
turned
times
50
more. That's crazy.
last month. I just turned
You
50
just turned 50.
Hey, happy
Last month,
birthday!
yeah.
Oh, you're an Aquarius? You're an
Why you ain't
Aquarius?
say nothing?
because I'm in
Oh.
battle with you dudes all the time. That's why. So every time I see y'all, it's always
no,
this.
shut up.
So it's
No.
never. That's why every time I see y'all dudes, that's why I'm always like this.
There's
No,
no
wait,
way.
wait, what's
There's
your
no
birthday?
way. Dub just brought up signs. Zodiac signs. He said, "You're Aquarius." No way.
What's wrong
you
with
just
that?
said
What's
that.
wrong with that? Wait, chill. Was it in January or February?
January, and I'm not Aquarius. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, Capricorn. Got you.
Why you used to know
Man,
this
yo,
stuff?
come on. Can we get off this dating
Nobody,
show,
nobody
man?
knows, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Can we get off this dating show?
What's wrong with that? Just asking.
Get off the day.
All right, y'all. Let's keep it pushing. Keegan Akira said, "Do the Bulls win in '99 for a four-peat, and would it be considered a Mickey Mouse type ring because of the lockout? Much love, and low. Where did you get that shirt?
I got this shirt off of bareface.com.
Bareface, La Familia.
Bareface.
The
I
answer
think
is
the Bulls,
no.
I think the Bulls have a real difficult time with that Spurs team because that front line with David Robinson and Tim Duncan, I think that they would have been as good as Dennis Rodman was as a defender. I think they would have been too much for him.
And yes, lockout rings don't count. Mickey Mouse rings. Facts.
Yes, they do.
Nah, 2012, LeBron, I'm sorry, that ring don't count.
So the bubble don't count neither.
Oh, bubble don't count. Yeah, those
So
two
Bron
rings
got-
don't count.
So how Bron only got two?
Oh, no, because don't forget the stimulus package the NBA gave him in 2016. That ring doesn't count either. He realistically has one.
The stimulus
2013, and
package.
even
What
that
happened?
2013.
That
barely-
false
20
Draymond Green
20
suspension. You know.
2013.
Oh, that's right. Even though two of the three games was on Golden State home floor.
Yeah, it's stimulus package.
You just did it too, Marz. Well, hey, y'all leave Chill alone.
2013 barely count because he need to rely on Chris Bosh grabbing that.
So he ain't
brick.
got no rings then. Forget him.
No,
Take them all
look,
off the table.
The lockout on bubble definitely doesn't count. 2016,
that's
that
out.
stimulus package, and I'll give you
Okay,
half
so
a ring.
That's out
and then
too.
2013, Ray Allen saving your legacy, and I'll give that another half a ring. That's one ring.
Damn, bro.
To the
He didn't
y'all-
even. Oh, we could discredit some finals too because the Pistons didn't have Ben Wallace in 2007. Shit.
You
Oh,
should.
facts.
You should. What was I
That
saying?
don't
Yeah,
matter. He
for
got
those
spanked. He got spanked. In. He don't need that love for that.
It was a joy seeing him get swept.
for the dude who's asking me, it's called barefaceclothing.com, and I put it in the chat where I got the Kobe thing.
That is dope though.
Much love, man. You know I respect Kobe all the time.
That's
man.
dope. Yeah, that's dope. I
Oh,
like
do
that.
Don't say
you?
that.
It's
You're
funny
the
you
biggest
just
Kobe
said
Bryant
that.
hater.
Wait, time out. It's funny you just said that. Tyree Love with the super chat. He said so. Joker's peak is not over David Robinson, but Joker's peak is over Kobe's.
Offensive peak.
Explain yourself,
Man,
bro.
y'all waste
Offensive
money,
peak.
and I'm fine with wasting money. Hey, I go to the strip club every now and then myself, man. Y'all love to throw money away,
I
man.
knew Low was tricky. I knew Low
Who
was
likes
tricky.
going to the strip
Do
club,
it.
bro?
Y'all don't like going to the strip club?
That is so.
Do it.
I don't like that fake intimacy, man. If you go on
Corny,
dance,
it's corny, dog.
dance because you want
Oh,
to.
my
Dance because you want
God.
to. Get
I
the
know,
fuck out of
I
here.
know a couple
Yeah.
strip club guys.
I hate that fake intimacy.
Lo,
shit,
you're not
bro.
the only one. I know another one.
I'm about to say I love going to the strip club,
Oh, I
but
hear that shit.
to answer the gentleman's question,
But
I
when's your
never
birthday?
said-
She don't give a damn about your birthday. Shut up.
I'm
I'm
not
not hearing that.
No, you're
Sticking
But
up.
I'm not in there falling in love with strippers though. I'm not like, man, she really fucking with me. Like I'm not doing that.
Are you
I'm
sure?
just having a good time, man.
Yeah?
That's it. That's it, man.
Just making sure.
It's fun throwing money. But it's
You don't
not
have
no
to really
waste
throw.
of
You don't
money.
really have to throw money. You can just.
That's
throw
the
it.
that's the only time I enjoy it because I was making it rain. But then I was looking at it like, let me get this single back real quick. Let me get this
You're
one back real
crazy.
quick.
Yeah,
I
no,
was-
you're crazy.
I was like, I'm
That
balling
is
on a
kinda wild.
budget, bro. What we doing?
Balling on a
Dub,
budget.
you the one in the strip club recording, huh?
Hell no, never. What's wrong with you?
That's great. In Atlanta, they'll kick you out if you do some stuff.
Yeah,
like
that is wild.
Yeah, put that phone away, dog. What's wrong with you?
Yo, chill.
I don't do
When was-
it.
when was-
That's somebody's daughter, Dub. Be cool.
Hey, chill. You said, man, I knew Low was tricking. When was the first time you looked at Low and was like, that nigga be tricking?
Is that tricking? Is throwing money in the strip
You
club?
straight tricking. Oh my god.
How is that tricking? It's not like I'm taking them home and being like, hey, yo, let's go.
Nah, you want to take him home? You do this. You do this. You be debating with the
debating the
strippers
strippers
about
is insanity, bro. Oh man,
Do you know that MJ's the GOAT?
that's
Or
an
no?
insane.
No way you in there. You no way you're the debate guy.
Low get
Do y'all go to the clubs? Y'all go to a club or lounge?
I do not go to the
I'm
strip
way
club.
too young for this.
No,
nonsense.
well, we know. But do y'all you go to? Have you ever go to any club or lounges?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, all right,
No.
so that's a yes. All right, so I'd
I'm being
rather go to a
clear,
club or lounge where I can chill and have some visual, inspiration rather than me just looking at a bunch of other dudes wearing fake chains. That's what I'd rather
I'm
do.
just saying, this legend of winning talk right here.
Nah, that's weird, bro.
That's the best thing.
How
Low to
was
say all
that
day.
weird, dog? What?
Hey, if you ain't a winner, you can't relate.
That's
Nah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
it.
Just say you broke, dog. Just say you broke, bro. That's all you gotta say.
I got it like yo, so yeah, bro. Fuck out of here. What?
Just say you broke, man.
I'm just saying, like, I just don't like that fake intimacy, bro. That's it, bro. That's
I don't go there
I don't
for
like
the intimacy.
I
Nobody.
just-
If
yeah, no
anybody
one-
goes to a strip club for intimacy, you're crazy.
Nah,
You
no,
need to
I
talk
just
to
don't like
somebody.
it.
You need
Yeah,
to
you
talk
need to
to
go talk to
somebody.
somebody.
That's
Dead
Top
ass.
line simple.
Nah, Low, you won't get it, bro. You won't get it, man. That's just weird to me, man.
But
I don't like
I don't like them coming to me lying to me either. But I don't go there for that.
Hey, man. I'd rather
I
go
mean,
to a club.
but think about it though. You gonna get lied to in the club too, though. You gonna get lied to in the
Facts.
club. You gonna get lied to in the bar. You gonna get lied to on Tinder.
different,
You gonna get
different,
lied
different.
to anywhere you go.
How's it
different.
different?
Church
It's
too.
different.
They gonna lie to you there.
Everybody
biggest liars.
lies. Everybody lies. But
And you be
But
lying to them too, right?
wouldn't you rather get lied to with some titties in your face, though?
Facts.
nah, I wouldn't, bro.
And you,
Now
and you
I won't
be
be
lying to them too,
at the strip club, Dub. I'm just saying though. You feel me? Like it
dog.
makes
You be
sense to me.
lying
I
too,
get where
dog.
Low
You lied
coming
to them
from.
too, right?
I lied it. No.
Dub only lie on players' choice.
No, I don't lie. I tell
Nah,
the truth.
Dub go
I'm
to
a
the club
gentleman.
and gets to lying, man. We
I'm
know
a
you lying.
gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I tell them
Man,
I'm a
let's get to the next. Let's get to the next
gentleman,
subject,
man.
'cause
I'm a
this man
gentleman,
is-
bro.
He talking, man.
What you
Nah,
mean?
we for sure gonna keep it pushing. Yo, Q Spade said Ticket arguing about defense, but turn around and trash Draymond.
Because Draymond don't really play defense.
He don't think Draymond play defense, man.
Thank you. Somebody had to say it.
Oh my gosh.
Cap Nemo, speaking of somebody saying something, said Bob needs some milk. Getting cooked with his logic.
Milk.
Nah, they made Low was trying to make me argue something I wasn't arguing.
Yeah, I don't think you got cooked. I don't know what was going on, but I
He
don't
got
think you got
cooked.
cooked.
Everybody
think
gets
No, I
He
wasn't making
said
that, I
you
wasn't
either
making that
win or you
argument.
lose, and then that turned into where's John Havlicek rank. I don't know how that.
That's what I'm like. When did I start
because
talking
John
about
Havlicek never lost.
But he never said he ranks you higher based on wins and losses. He said he just doesn't care what numbers you put up if you lost. That's what he said. I don't know how that related to
See,
John
they
Havlicek.
understand it when you say it, Marz. If I say it,
Yeah, like I was just confused at how it related to John Havlicek. It wasn't like, oh, you're trash if you never won or you whatever. He just said if you put up 40 points and lost, I don't care. That's what he said. But
Oh, we started to
Somehow
see
that went to
the new
John Havlicek.
duo now that you dropped Dub, Marz.
no, I just say what I believe.
Yo,
I just say
you
what I
didn't know
believe.
about that, Lo?
Yo, Dub, you got dropped?
I dropped him.
Oh no.
Hey, look. I'm
upset.
I gotta say
I'm
this.
upset.
In Marz's defense, Dub. Real quick, I'm sorry, Dub, but
Go ahead.
in Marz's defense, Dub, you kind of proposed to him in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what was he supposed to do? I don't even know if Marz wanted to be in
He
that
could say
alliance.
no. And you want to know something, Bobby? I'm mad that Ticket's not here. I went to Ticket's own show. They was telling me to start trashing you about your ticks. And you want to know what I said?
Who,
I
me?
literally, not you, Marz.
Oh,
Marz. And I said, everybody has a freedom to think what they think.
it's not the
As
same.
long as
I'm
we
gonna
can
pull it up.
understand it, I'm not going to have a problem with it. I was defending you, Marz, through thick and thin, through the gutter, through everything. I went to the trenches for you. And what happens? You treat me like this. Like I said before,
he did drop it.
Dub.
I left because I was not being treated properly.
I'm gonna ask you a very simple question. Dub, I'm gonna ask you a very simple question. When I said the thing I dispute is that every take I make is based on stats, what did you say?
I'm not gonna share.
I didn't disagree with that.
No,
Never disagree.
I said, Dub, this is exactly what happened. Dub, this is exactly what happened. I said the thing I dispute is that every take I make is based solely on stats. Dub then went and said, I disagree with that. Ever since then,
that's not true. That is
not
true.
Whoa!
The clip is there. The clips are there. The clip is there. You probably edited. The clip is there.
But look, get this. This is what happened.
Well, y'all need
what duo is this in the NBA? What duo do you equivalent this to breaking up? It might not be quite Shaq and Kobe in your eyes, but what duo is this that just didn't get it done?
This J Kid and what's his name out in Dallas?
Jimmy Jackson. This Jason Kidd and Jimmy Jackson.
Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah. Dub is Jimmy Jack and Marz's kid, the up and coming young gunner.
Who Tony Braxton?
Wild.
The stat argument. That's what it was.
Okay. So Tony Braxton is the stat argument. I got you.
But yeah, I mean, it's not that I have smoke with Dub. It's just he's wrong all the time, and now I'm just actually vocalizing it. That's all it is.
Oh,
damn. All the times he's been wrong before, I just stayed quiet. But now he wants to say he disagreed. So I guess he never liked it.
I'm not gonna hold you. Marz don't do that shit. Marz troll. No, Marz will pick. He will get in his ticket bag and bring.
This is crazy.
Hey, yo.
This is crazy. Nah, no way. This is crazy. So,
who's doing that? Marz don't even disagree with me a lot. Number one. Number two,
my God.
Marz would literally.
Yo, can we get back to these super chats, man?
No. Marz would literally just say some bullshit, talking points he never uses before, and then I'm like, Marz, what the hell are you doing? Then he'll be like,
cooking me. That's what I'm doing. Cooking.
He'll do that. And I'm like, Marz, what do you
need to go to divorce court, man? They just need to go to counsel, man.
I think we just need to get to some super chats. I'm trying to watch the Houston game.
Let's get to the super chats, man.
Yo, this will continue tomorrow morning. If you guys want to see more of this downfall,
Marz is on the show tomorrow.
I don't know. Who knows, you guys? Tomorrow they might make up tomorrow morning. You know how that goes.
Nah,
I don't have beef with Dub. I don't have beef with Dub. He just doesn't get special treatment anymore. That's what
We're done.
No, that's fine. Dub, we can be done. I'm just treating you like a regular panelist.
Pick arguments that you actually believe in, not arguments that you just want to regurgitate.
No, just every time you're wrong, I'll just say something.
Nah, you bring up arguments that you never use.
Yeah, just a cookie because it's fun.
Nasty work.
All right, Kobe with the super chat. He said, by Chill's logic, Walt Frazier better than Stockton because he won 2 finals, was a better defender, better scorer, led his team to 2 championships.
No, he wasn't a better defender. No, he was not.
Walt Frazier wasn't a better defender than John Stockton.
I do not know. He was not a better defender than John Stockton. No, he was not. So that's not true.
Oh, man.
You know what, Lo?
You were around back then, so I'm not going to argue. But
Lo, I'm down. Let's go to strip club, bro.
Oh my God,
this is nasty.
Oh yeah, the breakup is real now.
That's what it sounds like, Bob. It sounds like it's getting ugly. That's what it sounds like.
See, Dub. Now I got to intervene now, Dub. That's the wrong time to go to the strip club. Is after a hard breakup. You need to go to the strip club when you're in a healthy place. Don't go.
Didn't Walt Frazier lead the Knicks to the finals without Willis Reed?
Without Willis Reed? No, he didn't lead them to the finals without Willis Reed. They won the NBA championship when Willis Reed only played a couple of minutes in Game 7. They got smoked in Game 6 when Willis Reed was not on the floor. But Willis played in Game 7. He played a couple of minutes, and then it became Walt Frazier.
Who led them to the finals in 1972?
Who led them to the finals?
Yeah,
that was before Chill's time. That was before him.
I'm just asking. Who led them to the finals in 1972?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Willis Reed. He was the best big man in the game. No, not the best big man. I'm sorry. Jabbar was the best big man in the game, but
yeah. Willis Reed in 1972 only played 11 games. It couldn't be Willis Reed.
They didn't win the NBA championship in 1972.
I didn't say that. I just said who led them to the finals.
Who led them to the finals? Willis Reed only played 11 games.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't play a single game in the playoffs.
I'm trying to understand what your point is.
Who led them? I'm just asking.
He's asking if Walt Frazier led the team to the finals.
You just answered your own question. What was Walt Frazier?
Okay. Yeah, he
John Stockton never did that.
John Stockton never did that. But okay.
I'm trolling.
No, you're not. You're not. Sadly, you're not trolling, man. John Stockton be looking sketchier by the day, man. I just learned that too about Walt Frazier. I just learned that man, I didn't know he'd let them to the finals in 72, and Willis Reed did not play a single game in the postseason.
PC Poppy is crazy, Chad.
They got destroyed in those finals too, by the way.
They did get destroyed without a doubt.
That was the Lakers, right?
Yeah,
that was the Lakers. Yeah.
Divine photos.
Didn't that Lakers team set the record for most wins or something?
33 wins in the season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
In a row. 33.
Yeah, in a row. Yeah.
33 wins in a row. Yes, they did.
We need super chats, Ron. Let's go.
Divine Photos said, say if Jordan made it to the finals in 1995 against Hakeem Olajuwon, would he have lost his first finals?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Y'all think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No Horace Grant. No dirty
Rodman.
work guy. No Dennis Rodman. No dirty work guy.
Yeah.
Hakeem is feasting on that team, boy. We would have
As
seen
good as Jordan was, I think they smoked them dudes.
Speaking of Hakeem,
don't speak too loud though.
Hakeem Delph with the super chat. He said, "Is Damian Lillard the best deep shooter in NBA history?"
No,
Curry still Curry.
No, it's Damian Lillard.
Please stop, Marz.
We're talking about range. I think Dame has more range than Steph.
No.
So why does Dame not have more range than Steph? Like, I don't want to debate this.
It's been back.
No, I disagree. I think Dame takes deeper threes more often than Steph.
Maybe more often, but the accuracy is Curry.
So if it was a 4-point line, Marz, you're saying that Dame will be a better 4-point shooter than Steph?
I believe so. Yes, I think he'd make the most from the 4-point line.
Who will be more accurate?
I don't think the margin would be wide enough to make up the discrepancy of volume, which I think Dame would have.
Okay.
If Ray Allen grew up in today's era, he would.
Please stop.
Both.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Please stop. Please stop.
I'm just letting y'all know, bro.
Please stop.
Gotta put y'all on.
No, please stop.
Angie Carr with a super chat. She said, "Where do y'all rank every 2010's championship run?
God damn.
1 being top, 10 being last." What I want to hear is, I just want to hear everybody's best and worst.
Oh, best.
This is teams, not overall performance. This is just teams.
The
right?
best teams to win.
The best team or the best
Best
series?
championship run.
Rank the
championship
team
run.
championship run, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna start off at 10. Oh my
The
God.
worst is anyone that LeBron won. I'll say the worst is probably 20.
Yeah, you're nasty.
No, the worst, if realistically, the worst one.
2015 probably.
The best championship run is Dallas.
It's easily Dallas.
Best is Dallas. Then you'll have
the best is Dallas. The worst is
the worst is
2013.
probably
The worst is 18.
2010. No, not 2010.
18 or 17. That's the
Because
worst.
Kobe.
it might be
2017 Warriors was kind of trash.
It's not.
Yeah,
2010 is the worst. What are you guys talking about?
because they just.
I think 2017 might be the
2017
worst.
they just literally walked through.
Oh,
everybody.
you're just looking at the East and the West. That's all
That's
you're
what
looking
he
at.
said,
You're
the
not talking
run.
about the finals.
The run.
In
Tell me.
2017 it
The
wasn't
run.
the whole run.
Come
That's
on.
what
The entire thing from the first round to the finals,
question was
the
the
whole
run.
thing.
Y'all said
It's
2010, right?
the best one's 11 or 19. 11 or 19.
Nah, not 2010. Not 2010.
2011 to me is
No,
the best,
20
and the worst is 2017.
Yes, the worst is
Oh,
2017. Yes.
I think 19 needs to get an honorable mention in there too for that.
For the
For the
best or the
worst?
worst?
For the best. Best run.
It's because KD and Clay were hurt, but I guess.
I said the whole run. I'm not just talking about that. So that's 3 whole other series.
Yeah,
Who
Orlando,
they faced in the first
Philly, Orlando first round, Milwaukee conference finals, Philly second round. I don't know why I did it in that order.
The Milwaukee
So
Philly was
two-
crazy.
So 2
Both of those.
series. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, LLJ said Dame not the best shooter of all time, but he's top 4.
Depends on your
I don't
criteria. I
think
think
that
that's valid. I disagree, but it depends on
I
your
disagree
criteria.
with that. That playoff translation is not there.
Jameer Toussaint said Jokic clears that post-player merchant Stockton.
You say so.
Everybody agrees, though, right?
That's
Yeah, he's a better
point.
player than Stockton. We
He
should
is a
all
better
agree.
player than Stockton.
No,
We
I
should all
don't
agree.
agree.
Oh my. Okay, you're trolling.
Let's go. We can.
Cap
we
Nemo
both go.
said, "Damn, chill folded."
Cap, y'all dudes is crazy, man. When I have debates with these dudes, y'all think that I'm gonna I recognize when I'm wrong, but when my logic gets challenged, I have to back it up. But when I'm wrong about something, I gotta walk it back. Like, wait a minute, I'm wrong about that. Just like when Dub is wrong about something, I'm not gonna double down when I'm wrong about something. I look goofy.
I agree. You do look goofy when that happens, though. I agree.
Damn. What we
Carry
doing?
on.
Strays being sick
Crazy.
all over the place.
Guys,
The
keep
beat-
it amicable,
I
fellas.
just
Keep
called
it
it-
amicable.
I just called it straight crazy for no reason, man. I'm
the
going.
BMG
I'm
show.
going. That's going to be my first song to my album, Catching Strays.
Dub,
Oh
the
my
way Marz is acting,
Fire.
Dub, there's no way you're getting the dogs, bro.
You said what?
You are not
You are
getting the
not
dogs.
keeping the dogs.
You might get the cars and you get the bank account, but you're not getting the dogs.
The
That's not
dogs
happening.
not happening.
Just
No.
kiss them poodles goodbye. I know you
Nope,
guys had
you're
3
not
poodles.
getting
Talk
that.
about peas in.
No way. You are not getting that.
Marz
And
had
he,
to
want
ruin
and he want the money for the book deal too. He want half that.
Marz ruined a good thing, man. I did all this caring for him.
That's crazy.
Yo, y'all ridiculous. Yo, on to the next super chat. The BMG show said Stockton getting mad overrated right now. He's 9 or 10 to be honest.
What is a
Point guard. Yeah, point guard. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go in
That's-
7
I mean,
through
that's-
10.
I got him higher than that, but like, I mean, there's been a lot of great point guards. So
Walt
yeah,
Frazier
can't
moving
be
me.
mad at you. I think he should be somewhere in between like 4-7 range, but
Walt Frazier's moving me though, man.
Yeah, 7 through 10 for me. I think he's over Jason Kidd, but I think he's below
Hey,
like,
do you guys,
Chris Paul, Steve Nash, and those guys. in my
Marz, do you believe the show operates better when Ticket's not here?
I can
Yeah,
see.
this
he's
is
in,
a
I can
nasty
see. I can see he's in the
question.
waiting room. I'm not
I
about
know
to.
you
There
can
you
see.
go.
I'm just
It's
asking.
a
devil.
Do
nasty
you think
question.
so?
Speaking of the devil. Speaking of
I
the
think.
devil.
I think people prefer the content when Ticket's here.
Okay.
Facts.
Well,
So
Mick,
y'all
do-
be saying I'm the devil.
Oh wow.
You're not the devil, bro. You
Man,
close to it though.
I'm going to hell. Y'all, all them lies y'all be telling.
Yeah, you guys be capping. I can't lie.
You know
I heard
who
you
why you
Ticket
trying
is?
to lie, Marz?
You know who
Chill,
Ticket
chill.
is? You know who Ticket is?
Hey,
Nigga,
Chill, you
Shawn
gonna talk about me
Michaels.
behind my
Shawn
back,
Michaels.
Chill Town? That's cool, Chill Town. I ain't worried about it,
Never.
man. I got you.
Whoa. Never talking about you like that, Ticket. You never heard me talking
Man,
about
call me the devil, man. Come on, Chill
Who
Town.
said that?
Nah. You're not the devil. You,
I ain't say that.
You
I
Shawn
never said
Michaels
that,
in the
Tim.
You Shawn Michaels in the '90s. Ticket. That's what
Uh-uh.
you are.
Hey,
I ain't
hold on. You
talking
got
about you.
hold on. Hey, you got a fur coat on, man.
Who?
Dub over here looking like French Montana.
You got to remember too. It is 20, it's 25
gotten that
degrees in
before.
Jersey,
I've
so
gotten
let's
that
make sure we
before.
clear on that. It is 25
Nah, I
degrees.
thought it was a fur. I thought it was a fur. He got the chain on, the fur jacket. Man, this man don't came up.
Oh man, this is a T-shirt. It's not a chain.
All that cap get y'all all that cap. See,
Oh man.
when you cap, they bless you over here.
They've been
That's
blessing
why-
you.
that-
They've been
that-
wait. They've been blessing you a lot. So what we talking about?
Oh, they ain't been blessing me. They they try to take me all the way out, boy.
Hey, man,
They try and discredit everything I say.
I ain't anyway.
My bad, chill. I had to say that.
No doubt.
All right, y'all. We're gonna dive into this next super chat from Riley McKenna. She said, "I think defensive philosophy has changed. I just think coaches are implementing systems that are being tailored to the offenses that are being played. Either way, defense is still being played. It just looks different."
It's a damn lie.
That's not true.
That's basic, but I mean, there's validity behind it. But players, it's just you're not the
So
same.
people out here playing D-Lo.
No, I'm talking about the
I just want to ask you. He said they're still playing.
I think people are playing D, but I just think that there's better defense played in other eras. But in terms of like the defensive systems being tailored to what's like in front of them, that's just how basketball has been played.
You really think people out here playing D-Lo? It's easy.
You think Drew Holiday don't play defense?
Lo, you got role players coming in here getting 50, bro.
Drew Holiday don't play defense?
It might be 8 people.
No,
It might be 8 people
really playing
Hey,
D-Lo.
Ron, I got to bounce. I got to bounce, brother.
Chill.
I got to bounce, but yo, it was dope. I'll see y'all dudes again real soon, no doubt.
Chill.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
next week.
See you.
Chill. You don't say it anymore.
Take it light. Take it light.
Chill,
but
you
take it. I did not say that, Ticket. I would never say. I've never said anything behind your back, Ticket, that I won't say to your face. You know me. You know me,
Chill.
brother. And I will not.
Chill. All right, look, chill. I studied your style. I know how you get down, dog.
All right. And you,
The classic line.
and you know that I wouldn't say nothing.
It'd be 2 pit bulls going at it because I already know how you gonna come. I seen what type of player you were. Hey, Chill was this cutthroat, crazy player that talked crazy. Chill do all this chill for y'all on the court. Chill was a cutthroat. I can already tell you what the type of player Chill was. I can see it.
Oh,
Talked a lot of smack. was real hype. Chill, just like me. To be honest with y'all, he just come on here and fool y'all. Go ahead, Chill.
I'm not trying to trick nobody, but I will tell you, I will say Ticket has some of that correct. If I was busting your ass,
I know it. Look, I can look at you and tell, dog. I know what type of player you was. Got into a lot of fights. I know.
Stay away
All right,
from the
Ron.
strippers.
Hey, be easy, fellas. I gotta go.
Stay away from the strippers, man.
You're nasty.
All right, y'all.
Nobody heard.
Riley McKenna, he sent a follow-up and he said more of a defensive focus, just to add to my last statement.
Ain't no defense.
I don't agree with that. I don't think it's a more of a defensive focus. No, I don't think it's that.
No.
Keep It Real said top three, I repeat, best NBA trio since the merger.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Wait, what is the best top three? What do you mean? He's just asking in general?
Asking.
So we got Jordan, Scotty, Rodman,
KD, Steph, and
Magic,
Clay?
Kareem, Worthy,
yeah, that's fine.
Bird, DJ McHale, Bird, Parrish McHale, whichever one you want to do.
LeBron, Bosh, and D Wade not up there?
Yeah, man, we're done.
Why not?
Kyrie and KD.
The lockout ring and that Ray Allen legacy game, man. We're not doing that.
Please stop, Marz.
okay.
I can't.
It doesn't count.
Kobe Shaq, and Carmelo.
Please stop.
Home Alone.
Hey, Ron, we y'all gonna put Marz against Low 1-on-1? I want to see that.
Oh my gosh.
Marz actually
we're
cooked
gonna be
Low
nothing but
more
agreeing.
Chamberlain, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
he got cooked the other time too.
But then Low has a winning record on Marz though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Dub, you have a losing record on everyone.
That's not true.
You got swept by Fluent. Look, Fluent. There we go. That's swept.
Nah, that was bad. I have receipts. I have just to know. I have receipts. I have receipts on Marz saying I got robbed.
All right, cool. And the scorecard says you got swept. So
lies. The lies you tell. The lies you tell, Marz.
the scorecard didn't lie.
It's okay. We'll see.
Also, if you watch the Lakers and Memphis game right now, there's definitely some defense being played. I'm keeping it being with you, bro.
I'm unfortunately watching Houston play basketball right now.
Oh, you're nasty.
I am Steven Allen said Ticket. I love you, I'm assuming, and what you stand for, but you wrong for how you do Jokic. You use the heirs argument against him, but not Giannis in this soft ass era.
No, because of the way he plays. No, it's not about that. Hold on, Lo.
It's funny you say Giannis plays defense in the era where no one plays defense.
Hold on, don't go nowhere. What did I say? I said the problem I have with Jokic is that Jokic have not done anything as far as winning, but they gonna crown this dude. They changed the rules for Jokic that they created for Giannis. When Giannis won 2 back-to-back MVPs, everybody, the whole media came out and said Giannis can't win no more MVPs till he wins. Am I lined up?
I don't.
No, you never lie.
I don't know.
You don't remember that? Time out. You don't remember that?
Who said he can?
I don't know if I don't remember anyone explicitly saying it, but I do think it was
you don't remember the whole media on TV, Bob, saying when Giannis won them 2 MVPs, Stephen A, all them dudes, Skip, all them across the board.
You're naming people who don't vote for the MVP, though.
I'm saying the whole mainstream and voting media said that he can't win no more MVPs. Barkley, TNT, inside all them dudes until he win a chip. That's exactly what they said. I got the quote.
They probably did, but those people don't vote.
Those are people who don't vote.
I'm talking about all the people that I'm talking about. You can go from voters who do vote, all these people. I'm saying it was a consensus around the media.
I would say that.
I agree. It probably was because I said this before the
Yeah.
season. I didn't think Jokic was going to be able to win an MVP for these reasons, and then for some reason he's now the front runner.
No, but I'm saying no. But
Ticket. You're right. No, Ticket. What he's saying is what Marz is saying is you are right. That was a narrative from the media saying that you know what they don't see Giannis winning an MVP until he proves that he can actually get it done in the finals. That's I do know that was a narrative.
But they changed the rules when they won. They used to say it was the best player on the best team. That's what they had to go wild.
They changed it for Jokic.
Then they said, oh, you can't win it if you ain't win no championship. Remember, they even told Giannis he had to leave Milwaukee to go team up with somebody else to win a chip because they said he couldn't do it in Milwaukee.
So why did they give LeBron MVP in 2012 then?
No, you're not hearing me. I mean, they changed the rules for LeBron and KD. They said you could. They said KD couldn't win an MVP because he was on a super team, but they gave it to LeBron. These are facts.
But those guys that are saying it are people that don't vote though.
That's
No, I'm talking about voters. No, I'm talking about voters.
I don't think KD had a MVP count. I don't think KD had an MVP count.
No, you're not here. No. Yes, he did.
Hold on,
Listen.
Yes, he did.
Listen.
No, I thought Ticket was talking about he brought forward a super team, so that's why.
No, I'm talking about no. I'm saying when LeBron James won his MVPs with Miami, they were saying that you can't. They were saying KD when he went to the Warriors, he couldn't win MVPs with the Warriors because he joined the super team. But they gave Bron 2 MVPs with the Heat. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you, but I don't think KD was ever playing at an MVP level though.
What?
With the Golden State Warriors.
No, but do you not remember the thing where they were like, oh, well,
Russ?
neither Steph or KD can win it because they're canceling each other out?
No, I get that, but to say that he wasn't playing at an MVP level.
Oh,
you had Russ? No. I mean, yes, but you had Russ who averaged the triple double.
But he was playing at an MVP level. He was playing.
I don't know about that.
Not saying he deserved the MVP, but he was
not saying.
Oh, my bad. I'm wording it wrong. My bad. My bad. As him, the MVP favorite, he wasn't the MVP favorite.
And all I'm saying is LeBron won it in 2009 and 2010, didn't win. Then he won. He got it in 2012, and up until the point when they voted him for 2012, he has still not won. And not only he has not won, he just came off of one of the biggest disappointments in NBA history in 2011, and they still gave him the award.
Yeah,
but it wasn't 3 in a row.
But if the argument is that he can't win, like y'all said, Giannis can't win another one until he proves it, right? Regardless if it's 3 in a row, Giannis can't win another one until he proves it, right? LeBron won another one, and he didn't have to prove it.
That's facts. That's why I said they moved that. Oh, I'm saying they moved the goalpost when they won, and I didn't like that because Jokic ain't won nothing. And y'all sitting up here, everybody sitting up here defending Jokic all these weeks, but ain't none of y'all gonna sit up here and say y'all think he gonna win the chip. If you ask Marz right now, hold on.
No, I don't think they're going to. Yes, I don't.
Now, if he put the Warriors full strength in the playoffs, full strength, both teams. If he think Jokic can beat the Warriors, what you think, Marz? 7-game series, full strength, both teams.
I think that goes 7 games.
I was about to say,
but see, y'all see the head talking about low.
I actually think Jokic. I think Jokic will win that series. I actually think.
I still don't think Jokic is going to win the championship this year.
I think he will win that series though. If everyone in full strength, I think he actually will win that series.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So Marz, you think Jokic should beat Giannis in the Bucks in the 7-game series?
I just said I don't think they win the championship.
No. But you said the Warriors though.
I think Denver are going to lose to Phoenix for sure in the West, in my opinion. And if they make the finals, I think the East is winning a championship this year anyway. So whoever comes out the East, I think beats whoever comes out the West.
That is a fact, boy.
So I don't think Denver are winning the championship. I said that. I also said I don't think Jokic deserved the MVP last year. So I don't think he should.
I don't think he deserved it either.
I don't think he should be having a chance of a three-peat. So I've been pretty consistent. I just think he deserves it this year.
Are you guys saying that fully healthy, you thought the Nuggets was going to beat the Warriors?
I think
the Warriors I've seen. Even
this year's Warriors?
This year, yes. Last season?
Oh, no.
Last year they were playing way better defensively than they are this year.
I don't think Denver win the championship.
Y'all crazy, man.
All right, y'all. Moving along on these super chats. McDoob said, "God damn, Ticket. Let other people talk."
Then he said, I let everybody talk for a whole hour.
I was about to say, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's from like the start.
I was out the chat.
Ticket, I got you. Ticket, I got you. Yo, I got you, Ticket. He letting us talk, man. Chill out, man. What the hell wrong with y'all, bro? He let us talk, man. God damn.
Facts, bro.
Damn, man.
Bro, we're going to have to put a talk time on here so we can tell the truth, bro.
Damn, chill, man.
But I let them dudes get a 15, 20-minute head start. Then I was going for 45.
AD baby and Jaren Jackson right now. Oh man, it's tough for them boys.
The Lakers winning.
Yeah, the Lakers are winning right now.
And
Ja's looking nasty right now.
That's because hey, look, that's because the Transformer lover said before the game. He said before the game. He said before the game. He opened his mouth before the game. He said he wanted to hit the Lakers with a Stone Cold Stunner tonight. That's what he said before the game. Whenever them dudes talk, they get beat. Period.
I would like to just go on record and say that I have no problem with Transformers.
Why are you calling them
love
that?
Is love. Love is love. Love is love.
Love is love.
Yo, San 8 with the super chat said, "Don't worry, Ticket. Embiid will be in Portland soon."
AB is killing them. Oh my.
Hey, I'm saying don't fake it, Bob. I'm saying if you is, stand on it.
Oh my God.
No doubt. Hey, but if you stand on it or whatever you do with it, It's all good with me. I love you. I love you.
Yo, T-Cart X said if Jokic wins MVP and a ring, he's top 5 all time.
No,
He's a Nuggets fan.
He's a Nuggets fan. He's a
Nuggets
Nuggets fan. Yo, Jaw's getting clamped right now, but
Jeffrey Bearfield said, name the all-star that Jokic played with. I'll wait.
Jamal Murray's an all-star kind of player, but he's not an
Jamal
all-star.
Murray's he's not an all-star. He's an all-star.
And we could make a case for Aaron Gordon making the All-Star team this year.
Let's stop it now.
Hey, Ticket.
This year, Lo.
Ticket.
Ticket. Deco said Ray not even a better shooter than Clay.
Hey, these dudes are disrespectful.
I disagree with that.
But I think Clay is really overrated.
I disagree.
Hey man, this era disrespectful, bro. I'm trying to tell you, they don't know basketball. A bunch of 15-year-olds. Go ahead.
Because Clay getting the playoffs. Woo!
Game 6, baby.
He's somebody else, boy.
Please, no.
Please
Game
stop,
6.
dog.
Game 6, bro.
We're down 15 right now, man.
We up 3 with no LeBron, the top 3 team in the East. I mean the West. Man,
Marz, that's not new for y'all though. Us, Marz,
you think the Lakers gonna make the playoffs?
That's your
yes,
without LeBron,
I'm happy you asked me, dog. Yes,
LeBron.
So, Lo, you back that quick?
Wow.
Lo, that fast, you're back?
You mean me as a fan? You mean me as a fan?
I thought you said you wasn't coming back until Rob Pelinka was gone.
And you know
yeah,
what?
but then Rob Pelinka traded Russ.
Rob Pelinka traded Russ, and I was like, all right, I'll be here until the off season, man.
Damn, Lo, you don't even make her sweat. Lo, you say you done and call her back in 30 minutes. You don't even let her sweat a little bit.
Hey Bob, low key, he think LeBron is the problem.
He think who? You saying LeBron's the problem?
Oh,
I think he's not as good as I think he's not as good as some of y'all make him out to be this season.
I could agree with that. I mean, Ron out here talking about he's better now than he was in 2018.
Yeah, I also agree that. I mean, it comes from box score watchers, like I said.
I said keep 2018 out of this, but I said 16, 17, 14, 12. We'll leave the Heat years out of this.
Please leave the Heat years out of this. Please.
Leave any years out of this. Like.
Yes.
Hey, the point I was trying to make is Ron looking crazy. That's it.
There you go. You could have just said
just say that.
I got a real question.
Off the ledge.
Hey, Ron, I got a real question for y'all, though. If it's all on the wood, who you taking, Kobe or LeBron? If it's all on the wood, you have to bet your life on it.
Kobe.
On what? In what game? If
your life is on the line and you had to grow with one of these cats, LeBron or Kobe, who you rolling with?
Kobe, because LeBron gonna look at me. LeBron gonna look.
Ain't nobody.
See, now look, Ron. This is how we get past the cap.
LeBron's just gonna leave when the
this is how we get past the cap, Ron. Because see, now when they truth come out.
I'll take LeBron.
LeBron's just gonna leave when the going gets tough.
LeBron gonna look at you right in your face. LeBron gonna look at you right in my face and be like, "That's not my life. You got it. And I'm not handling."
Kobe did the same thing.
Nah. LeBron.
He did do the same thing. Kobe requested a trade. He did the exact same thing.
Yeah, he talked some shit during the offseason. He ain't going nowhere.
Without a doubt.
LeBron gonna be like, "I got a low." He gonna be like, "I got a low man."
No, he wasn't.
I got a low man.
He wasn't talking.
No, he was just trying to make my baby Genie sweat a little bit. That's
LeBron's gonna shy away from the late game free throw line. Like, I don't know what we're doing right now.
He's not gonna take it to the rack.
Sheen on a little sweat.
Yo, tell Bob to stop, man. Hey, yo, he over there chatting something crazy, dog.
Yo, chat, I'm posting a poll right now. Who y'all taking with all the money on the line? Kobe or LeBron?
LeBron's 4 and 6 with the money on the line. That's all I need to say.
Stop, Marz, please.
Did I lie?
Watch the poll though. Watch it.
Yeah, but the poll's just full. It's just full of bronsexuals in the chat. Like, we don't care.
Stop.
I've seen LeBron with the money on the line.
See, and this is how he be arguing with me on Open Gym. Bro.
I know,
and it's ridiculous. It's so annoying.
Hey, Urachi,
it's like, Lo, like, what do you even say to that? Because you know he's not serious. Like,
I know, he's not.
My man said, hold on. Come on, man. Let people talk and listen. Stay on topic, Ticket. But you love the entertainment he brings. Lo gets so mad.
You see what the numbers look like when I'm in the building, right? So shut your ass up and enjoy the show.
Hey, Ticket. Would LeBron have won a ring with Pau Gasol?
Probably not. No.
Has LeBron ever won a ring without a super team? What are they right now?
Did he ever win when he didn't stack the fucking deck?
No. The reason why I say no is because I don't even think, because remember they ran into Orlando. He got smoked by Orlando, so I don't even think he'd have been able to beat Orlando. No, I'm dead serious. Hold on.
What can LeBron do against Orlando? Nothing.
Hold on. Kobe didn't have world beating shooters on that team. Bron needs shooting and floor spacing. Yeah, Powell would have been solid for him in that series, but you think Bron was still getting the same thing out of Shannon Brown? You think he's still getting the same thing out of LeVar Odom, who needed the ball?
I agree. The makeup of the roster is not catered to LeBron's style.
You think LeBron's beating Boston with that lack of an outside shot? Come on, man. What are we doing right now? I watched LeBron play Boston.
I know, but you're semi-trolling, but you're saying a little bit of true stuff.
No, I genuinely believe LeBron on this Lakers team in 09 and 2010 doesn't win. I genuinely believe that.
I mean, because I wasn't sure if he was trolling with the whole Orlando thing, but Orlando did beat him though.
No. Okay, no troll. In 2009 and 2010, put LeBron on those Lakers teams, I don't think they win. No, that's no troll. I don't think they win.
The team is just not made up to best benefit Bron.
And he's just not that guy.
Shut the fuck up. I agree, though. The team is the makeup of the roster is not. It's just not there. No.
Peter said Giannis averaged 35 on 60% in the finals. How is he not top 5 offensively?
Because that's 6 games. That's why.
That would mean your top 5 would only be people who have played in the finals. If you're using the finals as your sample size, which means your top 5 would be what? Steph, KD, LeBron, Kawhi, and Giannis.
Which ain't that bad of a top 5.
I mean,
that ain't that bad of a top 5.
I disagree with it.
Could Jason Tatum take anybody's spot in there?
No.
Not
the way he performed in the finals.
Because you know who didn't fall?
Jaylen Brown might be up there.
Wait, what do you mean, Jaylen Brown?
I'm gonna throw some out here for y'all.
You say Jaylen Brown didn't fall?
Yes, that's what he's saying, Lo.
But the numbers don't matter because he lost.
they don't matter at all. I'm just saying he ain't fold though. You feel me?
Numbers don't matter. He lost, man. Them numbers don't matter.
I'm happy that you finally coming around to that because that's the only thing that makes sense. I'm happy that you feeling me.
We're gonna end the show like this now. Come on, bro.
Hey Bob, throw some out here for y'all real quick. Check this out, y'all. If the Clippers or the Memphis lose early, I think one of them coaches gonna get fired. You might see Ime slide in.
He gonna slide in. He gonna slide in more than just the team, man.
Oh, come on, man. Y'all are sad, man.
Wow. Y'all sad. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Ticket, you don't put Ime on every team in the NBA, man. You didn't
I'm saying, no. Hey,
what you say, Ticket?
Hey, real talk. He's a great fit for the Clippers, and he's a great fit for Memphis. I think so.
I definitely think so in Memphis. I definitely agree with you in Memphis. I like him with the Clippers, but I think some of them cats might be a little past buying into him now. Whereas the Grizzlies, they still got some
too overrated, bro. It's Tyronn Lue, man. Bro, you bench Russ the whole fourth quarter and overtime in a game where he's balling.
Oh man, no, we gotta keep it going, man. We gotta keep it going. No way.
I'm on the phone right now.
He didn't bench him. He didn't bench him in the other game though, and they still lost.
No, but they didn't lose because remember he fouled out. They were up 5 with a minute and some change left when he fouled out, and Kawhi and PG and them couldn't close the game. I mean, Kawhi and Norman Powell couldn't close the game.
I was about to say because PG was also out. Well, I'm about to say,
I'm saying,
but they went into overtime because for whatever reason Westbrook stopped playing defense on the final possession and allowed Malik Monk to get free.
Was that Westbrook, man?
Yes, it was. Yep, it was.
He wasn't guarding De'Aaron Fox?
Nope, he was guarding the man who literally just walked around, and then Westbrook is following Monk for a second, and then literally at the free throw line, he just stopped playing defense.
So it's Russ' fault now, right?
you tell it. I'm just letting you know, man. I'm just letting you know, man, what happened. I'm just letting you know what happened, man.
That's what you want to say. For y'all sad. You skipped Baylor's 2.0, man.
I'm just letting you know what happened.
I thought it was Norman Powell, but
Norman Powell. Norman Powell was on weak side and he should have rotated to help. But who man it was Westbrook's man, and he just stopped playing defense mid possession. Yep.
Bro, we were just gonna blame Russ, man. Russ, I'm up there.
Is that not? If it's your man and you let him just go, and he's a 3-point shooter and they need 3 to tie, and you stop playing defense on you?
I'm saying we're gonna ignore Paul George turn the ball over all them times. We're gonna ignore
I'm not saying that all those things didn't happen, but that also happened.
I gotta watch it again. I don't know how y'all been remembering everything that happened from the past 15 years. You know what I'm saying? I gotta rewatch that.
That happened 3 days ago.
But obviously I know that happened 3 days ago. I'm just saying y'all be remembering everything like, oh, you don't remember this play in 2018 when I'm just like, bro, how the fuck am I supposed to remember that? Like,
oh man,
you know?
I'll show it to you when we done, man. Don't worry about it.
If they lose tonight, I feel sorry for Russ, bro.
Why?
Who they got tonight?
Come on, let's get. We got to get some super chats.
Russ could have a 30-point triple-double. If they lose tonight, they gonna cremate that dude.
I can't. Bro.
Oh, against the Timberwolves?
Oh, they gonna cremate Russ. They gonna say Russ is the reason none of these losing.
Come
they
on,
gonna
man.
I'm not gonna lie. Thomas Bryant might be a fraud. Thomas Bryant might be.
Oh, he is a fraud. I
did think he was a fraud. I wasn't respecting what he was doing in LA. Nah. I knew it wasn't gonna translate, but I'm watching him.
I knew for a fact. To be fair to Ticket, I knew for a fact that Westbrook was just spoon feeding him looks, and so was Bron. That's all Thomas Bryant was doing, and he was hustling on the offensive board. To be fair. But
I'm watching this guy. Every time he replaces Jokic, I'm seeing DeAndre Jordan with a bit more.
Hold on, Marz. Wait, who was saying that? I forgot. Who said that?
No, Dub, you was right about Thomas Bryant. I never debated you on Thomas Bryant. I told you when you're wrong, I could.
Just remember how many times I'm right, bro. Just remember that.
Man, wasn't he averaging almost a double-double though before he came to the Lakers? Well, y'all just say it was a bad team, basically.
Wait. Russ was on that team in Washington as well. Like a lot of his numbers, they were, we
got to wrap it up. We passed our allotted time.
All right, man. Wrap it up.
Hey,
man, you didn't get through all the super chats.
Y'all stick around for the next episode.
I agree with you. Lakers need a clean house. Ask Shaq about Rick Smith if y'all think he's trash.
Y'all stick around for the next episode. We'll catch y'all next week, same time.
We can't say wrap it up and email in the same 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, he